Khary's crib. Welcome to the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib.
What's good in 10 pretty people? Tuesday evening. My name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and every now and then like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight. Heard today that there's a chance that Trump might go to jail. And why? Because your boy just got hit with the R.I.C.O like Drake and Meek Mill. We gonna talk about it. Did we get blindsided by Sandra Bullock? Did she lie to us? This is not necessarily Sandra Bullock, but Michael Orr says, yo, that Blindsided movie, them white folks done gaffled me. Did they do it or not? They actually had a little rebuttal. We're going to talk about it. KeKe Palmer is in the new Usher video. All I got to say is, what the hell do you think about that? Because she is doing a little bit there. But we're going to get into this, that, and a bunch more. Phone lines are open, 813-559-3339. I am joined by the lovely Trish tonight. B's Buddha's running late, but he said he will be joining us. How is everybody doing? What's up to all my house guests in the chat? Go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure everybody knows that you're watching us because it's a good goddamn show, damn it. It's a good goddamn show. What's going on, Trish? How you doing, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's good.
I'm
That's
excited
good.
for these topics.
Yeah, we got some interesting topics tonight. We definitely got some interesting topics. Let me see what we got over here. Boom. Here we go. How was your weekend? I remember when we spoke last week, you said that you was going to be in Chi-Town this weekend. How did that go? Did you enjoy that?
Actually, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. The food was really good. Great architecture, a lot of cool stuff to do. Like I like the night. I like the night scene. That was nice.
Okay.
I was not around Black people though. I realized the entire weekend I was mostly in the touristy white areas.
Okay. Did you go out there to hang out with anybody?
Yeah, I went out there for my friend's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah. So all we did was just spend money.
Yeah, that's usually how out of town trips are. That's usually how they are. Did you have a chance to hit up any open mics, any comedy spots?
No, I did not. I
That's
think my only
unfortunate.
chance was that Friday, but I was having issues with my phone, so I couldn't access the tickets.
Okay.
So I was like, damn.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Next time. One time you're just gonna have to take a trip and say, I'm just going to take this trip just to go to comedy clubs type of thing.
I'm gonna just start hitting up dudes in Chicago and be like, fly me out.
Hey, that's a plan too. You know? That shit niggas be doing that shit nowadays. Though I did see
Yeah.
a post where a nigga was complaining. And I was like, oh, this dude's wilding. He was complaining because he kept trying to go out with this girl and she was like, oh, my hair ain't done, my nails ain't done, I ain't got nothing to wear, blah, blah, blah. So he said, you know what? one time he decided I'm gonna send her $450. He said, "Go get your hair done, go get your nails done, go get an outfit." Right?
That's not enough for me.
Well, for her it was enough because she didn't get her hair done, she didn't get her nails done, and she didn't get an outfit. The dude asked when we going out. She said, honestly, I didn't spend the money on the stuff you asked me to spend the money on, or what you thought I was gonna spend the money on. I was behind on some shit, so I used it to pay bills. How about you come over?
No.
She said, "How about you come over and I cook you dinner?"
I like that. That's responsible and honest.
Right. This nigga said, "You owe me $450. I gave you that so you can get your hair done. You've been curving me all this time. You ain't want to go out with me, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, nigga, she
He's
offered to cook you dinner.
he's literally like, if she's cooking you dinner at her house, like she's probably gonna fuck you too. Like you missing
Exactly.
the
Exactly. I've
signal.
never had a woman say, "Hey, can I cook you dinner?" and not want to be my dessert. He wants to go out with her because he wants to fuck her. You know?
Yeah,
That's number one
and
in his
she's
head, in my opinion. In my opinion. Because for me personally, the first reason I want to talk to a woman is because I'm like, you know what? She makes my dick hard. I want to fuck her. You know? Maybe she might be nice. Maybe we might get along. But that's the first reason I say hi to a woman, you know? But yeah. So he was gonna spend $450. Well, he gave her $450 so he can take her out and spend more money, which would be like dinner or something, you know? And
in a
then this,
club.
he got a fucking attitude, yo. I was like, yo, this dude is bugging. And I think we got
He,
Bees joining us. That's crazy. I said, yo, this nigga just got the game all fucked up. We got Wayne
well,
Mills over here in the chat says, yo, he's a F boy.
you know what the issue is? He
What's that?
wanted a vision. He had a very specific vision in mind. He wanted to fuck a baddie. And so in his mind, he's like, if I spend this money, I get to fulfill this fantasy of having sex with a quote unquote baddie. And because she
Ah,
didn't do that, he's upset.
so he's mad. So you're saying he's mad that he was gonna get bonnet sex.
Hmm.
And he
He was like,
wanted
I wanted to, yeah, he wanted nails done.
right. He was gonna get bonnet and pajama sex when he wanted fake hair and nail sex, which hey,
It's all the same with the lights off.
yeah, but sometimes you do be seeing that bonnet. You do be seeing that bonnet, you know. You be like, I don't remember the last time I seen you outside this bonnet.
If I
Well,
have a bonnet on, you're supposed to take the bonnet off me and put it on you.
put it on. That's a little wild. That's a little wild. Over here looking like Over Redenbacher with the fucking bonnet on. Where did Bees go? I thought he was joining. Let me text him to rejoin.
Oh, snap.
Um,
Yeah. Guys definitely be trying to send you money for stuff and then be like, I can't believe you didn't follow through. Yeah, it's called being a scammer, nigga. That's why. This guy, no, because like, this guy was like, oh, I'm trying to see something. I said, where? What's your cat? You know, here's my cash app. What you trying to give me?
mm-hmm.
And he was like, I'll send you some money. So he sent me like $20.
That's not
And
no
he was
money.
like, thank you. And I was like, all right. And he was like, you're not gonna send me nothing? So I sent him a picture of my toe.
A
I said, here
picture
you
of your
go.
toe.
Hmm. Have at
Oh, that's foul. How you just sending niggas pictures of your toe? Well,
it. How you gonna send me $20?
some niggas out there do be wanting toe pictures, you know, feet pictures. That's a thing nowadays. People do be having
True.
these toe fetishes. Cause
Not
it's
the people I need. I need someone that wants to suck these toes.
you said you meet people that want to suck the toes, or you need to meet somebody that want to suck the toes.
I need to meet more people that suck toes. Cause like I meet some people that suck toes, but not everybody suck toes.
Got you. Let's see. Wayne over here says, "Yo, your toe for $20." You there, bees? Oh no, here. Up, he disappeared again. Damn it! Right after
Maybe
I
he's having
got the
connection
damn.
issues.
Yeah, he might be.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. Sucks every time we do that though. I gotta fucking redo these
Let him
damn
back in.
screens. I gotta redo the configuration of the screens. I need that. I need to set up have that pre-configured. Nah, but dude was wilding in my opinion. In my opinion, dude
Oh
was
yeah.
wilding. Clearly,
Quickest way to get blocked.
what's that?
I said quickest way to get blocked. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah, yeah. He had the game fucked up. Mm-mm-mm. But I was gonna
Ridiculous.
say, I don't. I've met a few women that have spoke about actually more than a few women. Every woman I know have told me that they dream about meeting the person that just wants feet pictures. It's like an ongoing joke every woman I've met has.
It's either the guy that just wants feet pictures, or you want to meet the guy with erectile dysfunction that just wants good company. That's the dream.
That's the dream. A man with
Yeah, like
a man with money and erectile dysfunction.
hell yeah. And every time you go get that Viagra, I'm gonna swap it out with placebo.
You gonna kill that man. He gonna be like, why this ain't working?
I'm gonna save his life. You're not supposed to be taking Viagra like that.
You gonna fuck around, take the bootleg Viagra.
Give him the rhino pill.
Oh shit. Let's see if we can
Yeah,
get.
just write me in your will first before you die.
Let's see if we got him now. All right, there he go. Yeah,
What's
we
up?
got bees checking in now.
What's going on?
What's going on, late nigga?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which reminded me, I need to I said to myself, you know what? I don't say bitch a lot, you know? Like I don't regularly refer to women as bitches and shit like that. I might say bitch when I'm trying to make like a point or some shit like that or trying to be funny. But I don't really say bitch a lot. But I say nigga out the ass, yo. I say nigga out the ass, which I need to stop trying to do because I was looking back at one of our videos last week and I was like, all right, I'm gonna make some clips. And I was just saying, nigga. I said nigga about 10 times in like 5 seconds. I'm like, all right,
May I
this
give you
that?
needs to stop.
alternatives
What's
to
that?
say instead? May I give you some alternatives?
What would be some
Some
alternatives?
ninja.
Sometimes I like to say knee growth.
Negroes?
Sometimes knee growth, like a
Negroes.
knee growth.
Negro.
Um,
Gotcha. Negro.
Okay.
I've really been stuck on Nignog lately.
What's that?
I said I really
Nigma.
been stuck on Nignog lately.
Nignog.
Hold on. Sorry about that.
Oh shit. I haven't heard that one. I'm gonna try to start pulling nigga out my vocabulary a lot though.
Yeah.
It's funny when I'm not around any white people. I say nigga mad times. When I'm around white people, I don't really say nigga. I'm like y'all
We
don't
noticed
deserve to hear me say nigga. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean because people get beside themselves. They can say it too, and you gotta be like, whoa.
Right. You be like, nah, you about to get punched in the face, nigga. For a short period, I lived in upstate New York. This was like in the 90s, and there was white people out there that used to call themselves wiggers. Like that was actually a thing, wigger. Like
That
they
is
just
so unattractive.
yeah, but they would call themselves wiggers, and I'd be like, y'all niggas sound stupid.
Ooh, weird. Shut up.
Yeah, that was
Shut up.
actually a thing. That was actually a thing, which is crazy.
I feel like the new qualification, if you're white and you want to say nigga, you have to be willing to take it. You have to be willing to like sign a confession form for a black person's crime.
You
You
need
can
black consent?
nah. She said you could say you can say
You know,
nigga. You can say
fair.
nigga if you're willing to go to jail for a nigga.
Yeah,
Mm.
If you can,
I would let it slide in. I'd be like, oh, okay.
so if if some white nigga just confesses to some random dude's crime, they get their pass. That's how they get their I could say nigga pass.
Mm-hmm.
Can't.
Say as much as you want behind them jail cells.
Yeah, I was
But
about to
will
say,
you?
yeah, make me a little taller. I look short in the video.
You
I'm
gotta you
looking
gotta
at the
put
what's
the
the.
you gotta put your camera to the proper perspective. You got your
He's
I
like,
shit
know.
I
I
up
think
got
high.
you, y'all.
I got my camera flipped. Got you.
You got your
So I can
camera.
shot.
You only showing your camera from your chest up. So I can't
So
show.
should I
You know.
should I flip it?
Uh, I don't if that works.
I mean, no. Right about now, I look like everybody else, but
Yeah, I raised
before.
it up some. I raised this up some. You know. Let's go ahead and jump into our first topic of the evening. Our first topic of the evening. Georgia said we ain't playing. We don't care who you are. The prosecutor said, you know what? I done locked up young Thug on some RICO charges. And she said, I love these RICO charges because I can do a whole lot of shit. So she went ahead and dropped some charges for RICO on Donald Trump, and not just Donald Trump, 18 members of his crew, including Rudy
Is
Giuliani.
Giuliani caught up in that too?
Including Rudy
Yeah.
Giuliani, you know? So in total,
Mm.
there's a total of 41 charges in this RICO case. There's
And this is
also
because
there's also 13 specifically just on Trump, you know, which with Trump being indicted this time. This isn't the first time Trump's been indicted. It's like the third, fourth time Trump's been
Fourth.
indicted. The fourth time he's been indicted. And
Mhm.
in total, he has 91 charges with all his indictments. I don't know.
He's a
I
thug
don't.
of thugs.
Yo, exactly. Thug of thugs, because I don't know one person that's walking the streets with 91 pending charges. You know, but what's different about this case in Georgia is the prosecutor said, hey, in Georgia, Trump is going to get a mugshot. Everywhere else that indicted Trump said, hey, we're going to give him a presidential courtesy and not give him a mugshot.
Okay.
This DA said, yo, we taking a mugshot. Now,
Okay.
I think her saying we getting a mugshot is just her wanting to embarrass him personally. And I say that
I think
because
so too.
a mugshot is so people can identify you if your ass run. We have a picture of you. I don't think there's a person in the world that don't know what Donald Trump looked
What
like.
Donald Trump look like?
Right.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? He don't really need a mugshot. Them saying we gonna take one is definitely we just want to fuck with you. We just want to fuck with you.
Yeah, he's top 5 dead or alive most recognizable faces.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Next to Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying?
Probably more than Snoop Dogg, actually.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
him. Yo, it'd be Donald Trump, The Rock, Snoop, and I don't know. I think
The Rock, Snoop, Donald Trump, Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Who else
Michael
don't?
Jordan.
Who else don't need a
Nah,
mugshot?
Michael Jordan got
Now Michael
got
Jordan
it.
gonna need a mugshot. That nigga gained
because
some.
he's been mistaken.
He looked different. He gained some weight over the years. You know, but you'll always be able to tell Michael Jordan by his walk.
Shaq.
You know.
Shaq does not need no
Yeah,
mugshot.
Shaq.
You right.
Yeah, you right.
If
Yeah.
it's not his face, it's his voice.
I'll let you tell you something. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But
So-
Shaq wouldn't get a mugshot. Shaq was a sheriff. If he still ain't the sheriff.
Yeah, Shaq was a sheriff. He was.
Him and Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Oh
saw-
yeah.
I saw
Mm-hmm.
I saw a little beam today that said, yo, Steven Seagal looks Native American, acts Asian.
What?
So he's acts Asian, has the demeanor of a white guy, and his name is
Of an
almost
Italian. He's
and
an Italian.
and his name is almost Jewish. They said, "Yo, we don't know what's going on with Steven Seagal," but when you look at Steve,
His name is almost Jewish.
yo,
I
back in the
can't.
days when Steven Seagal was making some fresh movies, this is like before we realized what bullshit movies really were.
Mm-hmm.
He made some dope movies, and
Hard to kill.
he acted, he acted like a cool ass nigga. Nigga had a ponytail and shit. You know, only reason I thought a ponytail was cool was because I couldn't grow a ponytail like that. You know, like all his hair was back there. I couldn't do that shit. You know, I had to get like a little ponytail, dude. What was his name of Coming to America?
Oh, Simi?
No,
I mean,
Prince
Hakeem.
Prince Akeem. I had to get a little rat tail like Prince Akeem, but nah, but and he beat niggas asses. Which when I look at it today, I'm like, nigga, you should have got shot mad times.
Yo, listen, you know the thing that used to crack me up about Steven Seagal? It took me mad years to realize. I was like, this motherfucker don't kick for nothing.
Yeah. He never.
I said,
Yo, he kicked one or two times, and his kick went as high as the groin.
Yo, if anything, he ain't even kick. He just used that leg for a sweep.
Yeah, nigga kick knees. Shot time, shot o'clock.
Shot o'clock.
Oh, you still got that Rumpelstiltskin?
You still got that rumple?
I think I do. I don't know if I want to drink because I have to get to tomorrow.
It's going up on a Tuesday.
I would love to if I could.
That's kind of how that song went, right?
Yeah.
But Friday's a different thing, huh?
Got your club in the club and she Tuesday.
All right, back to Trump. I'm normally not a proponent of sending people to jail. And I don't know another way to say this, but they say this is the best chance we have of Trump going to jail. And I say that respectfully. I'm not sure how respectful that is. I want you to go to jail. I don't want him to go to jail. I want him to go to jail.
I don't want him to go to jail neither.
I don't want him to go to jail, but I don't want him to run for president. And the only way we're gonna not have him run for president is if he's in jail. And why do you want him to run for president, Bees?
Yo, listen, right now, Trump trying to get all the pedophile rings and all that cleared up. You know what I'm saying? I'm for anybody that's for that. You know what I'm saying? These Democrats are not for that right now. You get what I'm saying? Because there's some things going on, but who am I?
All right, that sounds a little crazy. Then that's why you.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
But Trump, and I think Trump will make things better. I like Trump because Trump is just straight up. He's straight up. He's straight up.
Though. He's a liar, though. He's been proven to be a liar.
He's not straight up. Right. He's a liar. He's not straight up.
He's not genuine about anything.
Everything he's about to go to court for one.
I mean, yo, he's 81. He felt like he won something. He didn't. It's like, niggas cheating his feet. I won that hand.
He's been, in my eyes, he's been a racist since forever.
Yeah. And also, he's also creepy because I don't know if you remember how he talked
about the Mike Tyson days and all that, the Puff Daddy days,
the beauty pageants. The beauty pageants, how he would go into the rooms when the girls were changing.
Oh, he would literally grab them by the pussy.
Yeah, but he did not even just that. Just the fact that he would be like watching them and shit. Like, that nigga's a creep. You thinking he's gonna clean up pedophile ring?
He was watching like he was a reporter in the locker room at the NBA.
Yeah, like he's in that shit.
I can't. Yo, you're a fool. You're a fool for that. You're a fool. You're a dead ass a fool for that.
But now, I'm not a fan of Biden. I'm not a fan of Trump, but if I have to choose, I'm going to choose Biden. And the reason why I'm going to choose Biden is because Trump put a bunch of known racists, known people that don't give a fuck about black people in positions of power to make decisions, to make laws. Biden has put black people in positions to affect law and affect change. He puts people in Senate. He got Kamala Harris as the vice president, even though she don't really do too much. in that role. You know what I'm saying? She's just like a backup that's not there, but the optic is there. But he also put people in Senate and like in judge positions that are people of color that have our best interests in mind. That's I'm more about the actual policies they put in place and what's going to be best for me and people like me. And I don't think
Yeah, I was
Trump
gonna
is
say
I don't think Trump is doing that at all.
I only like Biden because I feel like you could bully him into doing what you need him to do.
You know?
You really could if you think about it. Like he just wants to be well liked. He just wants to be well liked, and he wants to feel like he's a good person doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
After all the fuckery he did all the years ago, right?
people like to say I
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Trump because he
all
speaks
black
his
people are super
mind.
predators.
People like to say I like
Mm-hmm.
Trump because he speaks his mind. But guess what? All these people out here that's saying wild, crazy shit that's getting caught on social media speak their mind.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want them to be president. You know?
Yeah. But also just even like beyond like politics, as a person, I just don't know how anyone would like him as a person, just based on the way he like talks about the women in his family. It's real weird. It's real weird. Like what you mean you would date like I know like it sounded weird when he said I would date my daughter if I wasn't her dad. That sounded like you wanted to
Yeah.
fuck your daughter.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That was
See,
really that was,
I know about all that.
Right. But
yeah, he says a lot of weird shit about his
he
daughter.
does. You know? And you know why else I wouldn't vote for Trump?
Why?
I can't stand a cheater. And when I say a cheater, I'm not talking about I'm cheating on my girlfriend, I'm cheating on this, but cheating at shit that don't actually even matter. Like I'm just playing a game with my friend and now I'm going to cheat just so I can win.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with like whenever I would play basketball. I'm not sure if you've ever noticed, but if I ever noticed anybody on the basketball court that consistently always cheated, I didn't fuck with them too much. I don't like your morals. Your morals are fucked up if you can cheat on the basketball court in a game that don't mean nothing. If you gonna cheat in 21, I don't want to play with you, nigga.
So you just stopped playing the ball overall.
Yeah. Donald Trump would cheat in 21. Donald Trump is the nigga that he tells his people, yo, I better not lose. And he knows you cheating for him. And he says, okay, he'll hit the golf ball in the water. And the caddy will be like, I found it. And Donald Trump would be like, see, my caddy found it. No, nigga. That nigga just pulled another ball out the bag. And act like that shit ain't even go in the water. I heard it go bloop. I saw it go bloop. And you acting like, oh, I found it. And he does that for real.
Did you also hear about how he buried his first wife on a golf course?
Yes, he buried his ex-wife on the golf course, which that gave him tax benefits.
Yeah, there you go.
That gave him tax benefits. And check it out. Somebody just posted a picture of that gravesite recently. It don't look like anybody's been to that gravesite since. Not to trim the grass, not to do anything with the grass. Exactly.
That was for business.
That's not really business, though, is it? If you're doing something sketchy like that, that's not really good business. Like, he's not actually a good businessman. If you had to be bankrupt multiple times, you're not a good businessman. You don't know how to maintain a long-term business.
With that one, I will say that one is kind of questionable. You know, because some smart business people file bankruptcy just so they don't go bankrupt.
Well, yeah.
I would argue he filed bankruptcy so he doesn't have to pay his debts to all the individual contractors that he hasn't paid over the years.
Right.
That's why he's filing bankruptcy. That's not even being smart.
Right.
That is just being an asshole.
Hey, I thought about filing bankruptcy a couple times
business,
in my life.
But that's
But
business.
not really
In business, you got majority of way American business, the way American business is, majority of that shit is bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Somebody bullshit.
A lot of people file bankruptcy that ain't bankrupt.
All right. Well, I should say then, when you go to business school, do you not learn business ethics?
Yeah.
Is that not a required course, right? You
Mm-hmm.
learn these
Hmm.
things because it's necessary if you want to be an ethical, good business person. Now, if you're going to say it's just business, fine, it's just business, but it's not ethical. And that's where my issues are.
Right. But I will say this: me personally, I like to believe I'm an ethical business person, but
Hmm.
I would probably say 70% of business people aren't ethical.
Yeah.
70% of people that's like business, Wall Street, not ethical. You
Especially all
know?
people that be intentionally underpaying their employees
Right.
and they know they taking vacations.
Right.
You ever seen the movie Boiler Room?
Boiler room? Mm-mm.
Okay, with Vin Diesel and I forgot the other kid, but it's like Vin Diesel early work. But Vin Diesel still has hair. Um,
Damn, that's
and
early.
but in the movie though, he had a company where they basically did a Ponzi scheme, a
Hmm.
Ponzi business,
Right.
where they had a whole office set up, and then people would call, donate money, buy stock from them, and so forth. And then the whole time they weren't planning to give the money back. Like that's bad business. Like that's American business, and like that's what it's been American from the beginning. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
but
Stole the bridge. They
that's
stole the
also
Brooklyn Bridge. Look
criminal.
at it.
But the difference is
Yeah.
that's criminal. A lot of things that people do in business isn't ethical, but it's not criminal. And that's the thing that makes business a very
Touchy.
sketchy thing, is because it might not be ethical, but it's not criminal, so people are still going to try and do it.
That's so crazy to me because I
Yeah.
don't even know how you can feel good about yourself.
A lot of
It's
bus-
one thing
a lot of
you
these
don't.
billionaires ain't ethical. So let's take for
Listen.
instance Jeff Bezos, how the fuck you say his name? Amazon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Amazon. He tried to buy a company, diapers.com, right? Diapers.com didn't want to sell. They was like, nah, we good. I don't want to sell. I want to keep my business. Jeff Bezos said, nah, I want that business. You don't want to sell? Well, guess what? I have enough money to drop the price of my diapers to where it kills your business. And he literally dropped the prices of his diapers to kill that business and then tried to buy that business now for a fraction of the cost.
Of what he asked for the first time.
Right.
See, and if I was the business owner, I'd be an asshole. I'd be like, I'll run this shit into the ground before I sell it to you.
See, but you see now you going on moral what's the word I'm looking for? You like on a moral standing point with all that. You like though because he's gonna try to listen. See, you're not doing good business because at some point
Right.
you gotta understand that right there. If he's able to do that, you get what I'm saying? If he's able to do that, he actually business wise, he's trying to give you a chance for you to make off with something. But wait. He's trying to give you a chance to make off with something because if he can drop the prices of his joint and then just crush your business and force you to sell, now you're not going to even get your business worth.
But he's not going to get it either. That's the thing.
Right.
Because
He's
by
not
doing
going to get
that,
it either, but he is technically going to get it because now when he
Get
puts
it?
his prices back up, all the people that was going to him at one point are now going to Amazon.
Going to him, yeah. It's perfect business.
So in no way do I believe that's ethical. I believe that's a really shitty thing to do. That's really fucked up to do. But if you have enough money, you can do that shit. It's not ethical.
Listen,
It's not ethical. It's not criminal, but it's also a case study in business now.
but see, here's the issue is that you're never going to get rid of these super conglomerates if all people are thinking about is that's just business and then they just sell their company and move on. Because as these companies continue, as these entities, corporate entities keep buying up all these businesses, they're becoming larger and larger and larger and they control more. And that's
yeah,
only going to harm the consumer down the line.
because business is
Right.
about money.
You are correct.
Because business is about money. Yeah, it's going to harm the
Capitalism is
consumer.
about money. American
Right.
business is about money. But I
Definitely.
think there could be a case to be made that perhaps a new business model could arise that doesn't just put money at the end all be all, but also prioritizes the well being of others as part of a successful business model. So maybe
Well,
being successful doesn't have to be just high profits. It could be high profits and high employee retention.
Right. But a lot of people, a lot of
but
companies
they
don't give a
don't
damn
want that.
about their
A
employees.
lot of companies give a fuck about their employees.
Right.
Why you think? Look at it in Cali, and that tells you right there. And McDonald's is a simple job. You get what I'm saying?
Yo,
Hmm.
They got a whole robot McDonald's.
I
Ain't
got
no
laid
employee.
off.
There's one employee in that motherfucker.
Right? I got laid off in January, right?
Mm-hmm.
The company that
Hmm.
laid me off, after they laid me off, they laid off a bunch of people. Their stock prices went up. And
I mean,
they
that's kind of what happened in the pandemic.
yeah,
I got laid off too.
they laid me off because other companies was laying people off and their stocks rose. They was like, "Oh shit. Let's try this. Let's drop 14% of the staff." Stocks rose. And I know because I had stock.
Mm.
And my stock prices went up. I looked at my shit one day like, "Oh shit. My shit went up."
Oh, this is where we at. That's how you look at it. This is where we at.
Yes and
See,
no. Yes and no.
I mean,
It was a nice rise, but it would have been a nice rise. It would have been a nice rise if I still had a job. You know?
gotcha.
You know? But
I
it's
hope
wild
all
how we
those
went into business talking about Donald Trump. I'm sorry, Trish, I cut you off. What you say?
My bad. I was just saying, I hope that all these companies that did all that shady shit during the pandemic, I hope they all fucking fail. I hope all those people that are sitting on the executive boards, I hope they step on every Lego. I hope they have the worst day for the rest of their lives. I really do.
You feel a way
She
about the
said
way
that
people did shit in
so.
the
She
pandemic.
said that so sincerely.
The pandemic was a crazy time too. It was a crazy time.
I literally had a boss tell me he couldn't work from home and he'd rather keep the building than keep us.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Mm.
That's
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
crazy. That's like, damn, that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
But so let's go ahead and move on though. Donald Trump might go to jail, y'all. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. What up, Skits? How you doing over there? How you doing out there? All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me ask y'all a question, yo. Have we all been blindsided? Pun intended. I said in the intro, I said Sandra Bullock lied to us. She didn't really lie to us. She just read the script that was given to her. But have we been blindsided? And I asked that because Michael Orr, the NFL player who the movie The Blindsided was based on, if you haven't seen The Blindsided, the movie is about this guy, Michael Orr's life, who was a young guy,
Adopted by a white family.
football player, adopted by a white family. Wait, hold up. Quote, unquote. Adopted by a white family. They moved him into his crib. They gave him all the love and support that he needed.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. He went to college. He went to the NFL. They made a movie about it. They supposedly said we adopted him into our family. And recently, just about a day ago, Michael Orr came out and said, yo,
This shit ain't happened.
them motherfuckers ain't adopt me. Them motherfuckers signed me into a conservatorship where they had control of everything. I didn't make no money from the movie. They had me sign paperwork when I was 18 for a conservatorship. And the only reason I personally know about conservatorship now is because of Britney Spears. So when I hear the word conservatorship, it sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what he said. He says, yo, they was full of shit. I haven't seen no proceeds for the movie. I haven't seen no residuals from the movie. Y'all owe me a couple of coins. What's up? That's what he said.
And what did they say?
They said he's misinformed or he's lying to y'all because he knew he was in a conservatorship.
If he signs someone into conservatorship, that means they're not mentally well enough to even know what the fuck is going on.
This is what they said. They said that
he was 18.
He was 18. He was gonna go to college. He wanted to go to one of their alma maters, and he wouldn't be able to go unless he was adopted or he was in a conservatorship to be part of their family to go in underneath that family plan, whatever the fuck they call it.
Mm. The alumni,
That
whatever,
sounds like
whatever.
bullshit.
Yeah.
That sounds like grade A bullshit.
Yeah. Somebody said, "Hey, why are you just now finding this out?" Because he said he found out about 6 months ago. He said, "How are you just now
What, when he
finding
didn't
this
get
out?"
no checks?
That he was in a conservatorship. He said he just found this out 6 months ago. He said because I wasn't really focused on it because I was so focused on just playing football.
And they probably made sure all his basic immediate needs are taken care of to keep him distracted.
Possibly. This I'm gonna Google conservatorship. It says a conservatorship is a court order that appoints someone to oversee the financial affairs of a minor or a person who is incapacitated. A guardianship policy. Where'd that go? Oh, damn it.
Even under their logic, why would they choose conservatorship over adoption?
Because he was 18 when they tried to adopt him. Which
Yeah, but in
I
some
don't
states you can adopt people up to a
right.
certain age.
That's what I was gonna say. I remember
What, 21?
George Jefferson adopting a grown ass man. He thought he was a
Yeah.
kid, but turned out to be a grown ass man. You know, this is the TV show, The Jeffersons. You know,
I remember that show. I watched it.
you remember that episode, Bees? Bees looking like he don't remember that episode.
What are you talking about? The Jeffersons, I mean, which version of it are you talking about? Like, you talking about him when they was in the penthouse, or you talking about when they? Because you know there was like a spinoff of the Jeffersons, and they wasn't in
Well, but
that.
that wasn't the Jeffersons. That was All in the Family that the Jeff spun off into
That
the
was the White
Jeffersons.
family, right?
No, no,
All the family.
I know All in the Family, Archie Bunker. They came from Archie Bunker. But
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying is,
I only know
even
about
after
one
the
version of the Jeffersons with
okay,
Florence. That's all I know.
gotcha. Okay, okay. There's no Florence in the what you call the shit I'm talking about.
There was an episode where George Jefferson thought he was sponsoring a kid, like a
Mm-hmm.
10-year-old kid, but he actually
Okay,
adopted a grown ass man. Nigga
man.
showed up like, "Hey, pop," you know.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yeah,
time I've
all
heard
right.
about somebody adopted somebody as an adult.
But yeah, you can adopt people up to a certain age, especially if you can prove that they're mentally incapacitated. I don't see why you wouldn't be able
But
to
but
adopt them.
but my thing is this: why do I gotta be mentally incapacitated to be adopted? Why? Why is that? Why can't it be a normal motherfucker that just need a family and suddenly get adopted? Why I gotta be
Actually, you don't have to be because I just remembered there was a whole reality TV show about adult people finding other people that I feel like would be better parents for them and getting them to adopt them. And I wish I remember the name of it. It's a reality TV show. I swear to goodness.
it's scripted. It ain't
Which
reality TV.
that just that
It's
Cops
like
and shit like that is the only thing that's like reality. First 48, that's reality TV.
well,
I
I
mean it's
just I just saw a crazy reality show on Netflix that deals with love and deals with being down. It's called Down with Love. I haven't brought myself to
yeah,
watch it. I haven't brought myself to watch it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna laugh or be like, oh. Or it's called all right. It's called Down with Love, right?
Mm-hmm.
mhm. Is it similar to Love on the Spectrum?
Yes.
Because
It,
I like that show. That show is
it's
really
a.
sweet.
I'm like, yo, why'd y'all have to come with this name? This name just makes me want to
Down with
giggle.
Love.
Down with Love. It's
Oh
called
yeah, I
Down
like
with
that.
Love. It's about people with Down syndrome finding love. I'm like, why'd y'all have
That's
to
what's
pick
up.
that name? That's what's up. A Down with Love, nigga. Really?
They could have picked a
Yo,
different
listen,
name.
because they get it into,
They do.
Yeah,
yeah.
they do.
Have you ever seen Love on the Spectrum?
Hey,
They be
hey, I tell you what.
romance.
I tell you what. I know some people with Down syndrome. Some of them niggas I've met, Yo, y'all some horny ass niggas, man. These yo, and bees know who niggas I'm talking about too. Niggas on down. Some of them niggas with Down syndrome, yo, them niggas be like, yo, ooh, I can't wait to get up in her pussy, and she'll be walking right by.
Yo, yo, you know what? Perfect example. I hate to bring him up, but perfect example, Jermaine.
How did we get here? How did we get
I don't know where we going.
Dupree?
here?
No,
A guy
There's
from my
there's
hood.
a guy
A guy
from
from my
our
hood.
hood.
A guy.
He has the best portfolio. He has the best Instagram portfolio, if you ask me. I don't feel no way. His Instagram is on fire because he takes no regular pictures.
So
He
it's
takes
gonna. This is gonna be. This is gonna be like related to one of our later topics. If you look at his shit, you be like, yeah, that nigga's a male groupie. That nigga knows all the celebrities, and he's not
so
a
all the
celebrity and
celebs.
nothing.
That's all he takes is pics with celebrity. And he posts weekly.
But go ahead, beef.
But he got Down syndrome. Like, but check it like this. The reason I bring him up is because back in the days, and I'm talking like our young years, that's when we met him. We used to go to parties and clubs and all that. And he used to roll out.
With
You
Down
hear me?
syndrome, yo.
With Down syndrome. Yo, be in the club be on some booty all night long. Yeah. Word. Word. Yo, man got a kid and all that right now. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool dude though.
Yeah.
But he just got Down syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But he don't let that affect him.
But
And I think that's what I love about him. He don't let that affect him.
I don't
To
even
him,
know.
he regular. I'm just like the rest of you.
I don't even know if he know, to tell you the truth. You know.
Word. He probably don't, but yo, that's my guy though. That's
Yo,
my guy.
Sean, what up? What up, Sean? Yeah. But man, how the hell did we even get on that? What was the hell
I
we
don't
talking
know.
about?
We
We're
talking
about
about
to
being
segue.
We
blindsided.
were talking about blindsided. Do we think they took advantage of him? Is he gonna get any paper
Yes.
off of this?
He probably did. He probably did because listen, he a football player. He may not be that bright, and I'm not saying all football players, is what you call it. But from what I've known, the history of what I've known, I'm
Bees is
not,
going off the stereotypes.
you know.
Well, I mean,
Listen,
they've got a head trauma, so there's some delay sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because some football players they do some wild ass shit, and I'm like, damn, you can't be too bright doing some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Should be crazy, but to each his own.
Yeah.
I'm not one to knock or hate or say what you call it, but the majority of football players that I've met
Ain't too bright.
ain't too bright.
They got an empty bookshelf, huh? But you know what?
Yeah.
Let's get ahead and move
And,
on. Let's get ahead and move on. Yo.
and if they were in, I hate to say it like this, if he's a football player in the country.
Wait a minute.
What's wrong with the
My
country?
family country. What you trying to say?
Now I'm talking about. I don't.
Hey, he knows what conservatorship means. Okay.
Hey, find that out.
Yeah, who taught him? Who told him?
Hey, he
That's
just found,
Somebody else.
he just found out 6 months ago. He just found out 6 months ago.
Exactly. How old is
To
he
be
now?
fair,
How
a
many
lot
years
of us,
ago was that movie?
to be fair, a lot of us found out what conservatorship means. Like
Yeah, I
a
just
year
found out
ago.
about it when Britney Spears shit happened.
Yeah.
He's 37. He's 37.
Okay.
For him.
Okay. Mm.
That Blind Side movie came out in 2009.
Damn.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
It kind of feel like it was before that for some reason. I don't know. It seems older than that, but that's 2009.
So he played professional football?
Yeah, he played in the NFL. He made it to the NFL.
Okay. That's what's up.
Now the conservatorship parents, I can't say adoptive parents, right? The conservatorship parents said that they ain't really make no money off that movie neither. They said the money they said the person that made the money off the movie was the person that wrote the book about their story. The person that wrote the book about the story, they said that that person actually gave them half of what she made off the movie, or he made off the movie, to the family, and then the family said we broke that up amongst all of us.
Why would they break?
They broke it up, but he still ain't getting no bread. Is that what he's saying?
That's what he says, but they saying now we
See,
broke the money, we split the money up.
the
They
lies.
pay for him to go to college. They pay for him to
No,
go to
he went to
college. That's what it
college on a
was.
scholarship. He went to college on a
Yeah,
Okay.
that
scholarship.
was in the movie. He was
Yeah.
on full scholarship.
Yeah.
Yeah, does this
They
guy get
took
high?
that man
Hold
money.
on, let me ask you this. Does he get high?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know.
Is he down on his luck? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because now all of a sudden you realizing that things is happening and you ain't getting no bread. Like if you knew the movie was a hit, I don't care who you are. If you knew the movie was a hit, you would ask some questions.
Now
You
Well,
know,
that's the thing. We don't know what they
I would
were.
ask some questions.
it says the conservatorship was granted until or reached the age of 25 or until the court terminated the order, but the arrangement was never terminated. Orr's petition, this is what Orr's petition said.
Go ahead.
It says he also asked the court to issue an injunction barring the Tuhois from using his name and likeness. The Skit said, yeah, this is the same report I heard earlier, Skits, where Skits said over here, 14K each person. Oh, except for him. I didn't hear that part. So 14K, they broke the money up by 14,000 each person, except for him. And and I'm assuming the 14K for each person was each person in their bloodline of that family. So the mother, the father, the siblings, but not him.
Why would the siblings even need to make money off that movie? They ain't did shit.
They was in the movie.
They ain't did nothing but be born.
There wasn't no major part. Was they a major part of the movie? Like
No, them niggas was insignificant.
I think they was
they
like
were like extras
I think they
with
was like
lines.
I think there was like
They had more than 20 lines apiece.
They probably was
I
like,
don't
"You can
know.
do it, Michael," or
I
whatever
don't
his
even
name is.
remember. It might have just been Michael being acting like a big brother in like one scene to show that he cares about the siblings. I don't know. You know what? Let's move on. He got fucked. They fucked him.
Oh shit!
If he didn't get no money from that, that's crazy.
You can do it, Michael.
But if he's in a conservatorship, wouldn't they be getting money from his NFL checks too?
Yes,
If it never been terminated?
they managed all his financial affairs.
Right. If he's in a conservatorship, they would be able to do that. Unless
they owe
was
him
like,
some bread. Them people been living good off of
unless,
Michael. Michael's realizing.
but now check this out. He might be in a conservatorship, but if they didn't press the matter when he signed to the NFL, because they might not have pressed it because they knew that he would be able to fight it easily because he's going to the NFL. And his agents would have seen that they probably would have fought that shit, unless they came to an agreement with their parents. But they probably didn't go after it. They probably didn't go after it because that might have exposed them.
If the parents ain't get the agent from the beginning.
Oh, like the agents on their side?
Yeah.
See,
oh,
but
shit.
now the reason why I'm gonna go against that is because at that point he's an adult and the agent would have went right to him.
No, not necessarily.
No,
Because if all they're trying to do is get him to sign and make the money off of him, they're gonna go to whoever has influence over him.
Yeah.
Right.
The agent
That's
is now
different.
looking out for him. What's it called? And I got the agent for you.
Yeah, I don't think that happened. I think the agent went directly to him because if I'm an agent, I'm not going to your dad unless you tell me to go to your dad.
Do you think it's possible maybe even if the agent came in
And when
from
I
like
go to you,
outside perspective?
and when I
Like
go,
if he went to
say that again.
Oh, go ahead. I was saying if we go agent
ahead.
went to him directly, is it possible the agent went to him directly, then met the parents, and the parents was like, "Hey, you want to get in on the scheme?"
I feel
It's a
This is what I
possibility,
feel.
but he didn't make no mention of
This-
not making money in the NFL. He only made mention of not making money off the movie or anything that had to do with the movie.
I mean, but the NFL, that's bigger. What you call it? As long as he solidifies what he needs to do in his contract, whatever he played, he probably didn't even notice.
No, I think he handled his own business with the NFL.
Okay.
True,
Otherwise, there would have been something
Okay.
mentioned about my NFL contract. They got a piece of that too when they shouldn't have. I think that would have been
Fair.
mentioned. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it only stops with the movie. I don't think they actually said, "Oh, we got a conservatorship," because if they did say that, that would have been the time to fight this shit, and he would have known about it by then. At that time, and I say
True.
that because somebody in the organization would have been like, "Nigga, why you on a how are we gonna have a fucking linebacker that's on a conservatorship, or a lineman that's on a conservatorship? But how's his mental if he's on a conservatorship? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be, yeah.
I need to see how he living already.
That's my thoughts. But you know what? Let's go ahead and
with all
move
this
on, though.
going on. But yeah,
Let's go ahead and move on. What is fake love? And before I even get into this, I'm gonna say R.I.P. to Magoo. For those unfamiliar with who Magoo is, y'all probably all heard of Timbaland. If you haven't heard of Timbaland because of the shit he done with Aaliyah and shit like that, you heard of him because he's the one that started Verses with Swiss Beats. But Timbaland and Magoo was a group at one point. Magoo's a rapper.
Mhm.
And he recently passed away at the age of 50 years old.
What was the cause? Do you know the cause?
I'm not sure. But when people heard this, a lot of people were saying, yo, R.I.P. Magoo. They were showing love since he passed away. But then there was people coming out like Skills the rapper. He came out and posted something on Twitter that said, yo, there's a lot of fake love because y'all didn't show him this love when he was alive, when he was making music. Because I'll be honest, I never put Magoo in my top anything list. You know, and I'm not trying to say that as a shot at him, is because I didn't think he was.
I know.
I didn't think he was the best rapper, but I tell you what, whenever the song came on, I knew his goddamn lines.
I didn't even know that man.
You know, when them songs came on, them Timbaland and Magoo songs came on,
Mm-hmm.
I knew his fucking verse. Not every word, but a lot of them. A lot of them. And now, he wasn't in my top anything. But I have respect for what he did. Then I want to say rest in peace to Magoo. But is it fake love that I'm showing? Because now I'm saying rest in peace. Even though I didn't think he had the dopest bars, his songs were still hitting. Them songs were still playing.
Yeah.
I knew some of the words, not all of the words, but I knew every line, every punchline. I knew some of the ad-libs. But is it fake love now that he's gone that we are kind of showing him more respect than he might have been shown while he was alive?
I think it's fake love when it's. Oh, go ahead, B.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, I think it's fake love whenever people who weren't as familiar with that artist or barely only kind of knew who they were start making these long ass posts like, oh man, gone too soon. He should have been here longer. What a legend. What an influence. When people do stuff like that, that's fake love. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. To this day, you will never convince me that many people knew or actually cared about Nipsey Hussle before he died. I knew a lot of people did.
I knew about
a lot
Nipsey Hussle.
did.
Yeah.
But
I knew about Nipsey
all
Hussle
the people,
for
I don't believe all the people. I 100% believe
now-
that some of those people.
The difference with Nipsey, I think, is just about every hood loved Nipsey. You
Hood
know?
is fine, but not everybody's from the hood.
I'm
That's
saying,
what I'm making.
but he started doing a lot of things in the Cali area, which kind of like brought like him more to the forefront. He's been doing music since the early 2000s. You know,
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs from when I early heard him was "Feeling Myself." Feeling myself. I'm so fresh and I can't. And that was with a song with Lloyd. That was back in the day, early 2000s. You know, but the thing that I think separated Nipsey from something like this is because at the time that Nipsey died, I think a lot of people saw his stardom rising. You know, and his stardom was rising not only because the album he put out was like some super dope shit. It was nominated for a
Mhm.
Grammy. It's because people also saw what he was doing in the community. They realized, yo, he got this super dope album. He did all of this shit independent after all of these years, and his stardom was actually kind of rising when he passed away. In my
Hmm.
opinion, he started getting a lot more interviews, a lot more exposure and shit like that. Um, Also, social media, you started seeing him slap people, you know,
Yeah.
in public. Like, nigga, I'm still a Crip. Psh, get the fuck out of here, you know. Um, and I think there was the difference is a lot of people was actually showing Nipsey love. Like the love was growing, growing, growing. Magoo,
A
M-
certain era loved him. A
Magoo
certain
was.
era loved him. That's what you could say with that.
People might say this. The only reason why we've heard of Magoo was because he was cool with Timbaland and Missy. And they put out classic songs. And he was on some of those classic songs.
Hmm.
Outside of that, you really didn't hear about Magoo.
Yeah,
And I
like
think
a
that's
whole you didn't know if he had a solo album. You get what I'm saying? But you
right.
knew he did stuff with Timberland. You knew he did stuff with Missy.
Right.
And that whole little, I forgot what their little clip is called because it was like him, Missy, Magoo, Genuine, Aaliyah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I want to say, what's the dude that died from from Lollipop with Lil Wayne?
Static Major, I think.
Yeah, and him. Yeah, he was with
He was
that
down with
clique.
Player.
Player, yeah. He was in that, but R.I.P. the dude. He has I feel like he wasn't in my top five, but he he definitely had a couple of joints that was like, yeah, all right, all right, all right, all right. You know, like a nice little flow. You sound like Q-Tip, but
Yeah,
you know,
some people called him the fake Q-tip.
Tip, yeah.
Like Nipsey's Nipsey was gaining more and more respect, like with what he was
Mhm.
doing in his music. A lot of people just didn't even respect him for his music, Magoo, when he was doing it, you know?
Hmm.
So that's why people are asking is it fake love, because people always tried to shit on him while he was doing his music. Now that he's gone, people are like rest in peace. But I think you can criticize somebody and still have love for him.
Back for him before because they
Sure.
passed away.
Right.
It don't even gotta be fake love. At the end of the day, it's also respect.
I
And I
guess
think that's the whole what you call it. Like some people confuse that with what you call it. Somebody loving you and somebody respecting you, it's two different things.
Yeah.
I guess when I think of fake love, I'm just thinking in the perspective like there have been plenty of rappers that have died in recent years. And it always seems to me like there are people who probably didn't care about them that much. They're like they're saying these things not because they actually cared about this person, but because it was trendy.
Yes.
Because the
There definitely
hashtag was
is a lot of
trendy.
people that do that. There's a lot of
Oh
people
yeah,
And
that
it's
do
a
that's why
that.
lot.
I brought up Missy Hustle because I felt like there were definitely some people that were doing that.
Yeah, there was people that was doing it.
Some people never heard of Nipsey, and then when he passed away, all of a sudden it's like, yo, Nipsey, that dude.
Right.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people did that simply because after he passed, they started seeing everything that he was doing. You know, because after he passed, people was like, yo, how the fuck y'all kill a person that doing this and this and this and this and this? And then people saw They was at when you just see it on social media is one thing, but then people saw on TV Nipsey's funeral. You know, like Nipsey's funerals was in the same place as Kobe's. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey's funeral was in the same venue as Kobe. And I tell you what, when they drove Nipsey out, Nipsey's shit shut down the city. Nipsey's shit was on TV, just his shit driving through the city for hours. In my opinion, his shit was just as big as Aretha Franklin's. Now, is it Aretha Franklin who I'm thinking about?
It might be.
She had like the mad pink Cadillacs, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aretha.
Yeah, it was almost as big as her shit. So, but there was a lot of people that came out the woodworks that said, yo, Nipsey was this and Nipsey was that. But a lot of people only started saying that because they realized how much people actually loved him.
So maybe it's not fake love, it's delayed love. In the case of Magoo, maybe?
There you go. I like that one.
Yeah, I feel that.
I like that one.
Because some people don't love you until they learn who you are. And at the end of the day, he passed away. A lot of people learned who he was. I get it.
That's sad.
Yeah. Vic Wicked over here says, yo, J. Cole said, I got a new rule. If you ain't play Little Buddy while he was alive, don't post him when they die. He said that on a Lil Durk song.
Ooh.
You ain't play
I feel him on that. That was the hardest bar in that whole song.
You know?
That was the hardest bar in that whole song.
Does that apply to people who just didn't know that person existed until they died?
Yeah.
But nah, I get what he's saying though. Like, it's like this though, but you didn't care who he was before he died.
Right. So like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll be
and
honest.
Then some of them
I didn't post no R.I.P. Magoo on my social media.
Me neither.
You know, I posted R.I.P. Nipsey. You know, I posted R.I.P. Nipsey that. Because I fuck with Nipsey music. Hey yo, 657, you on the line? What's your name? Where you calling from? Nah, 657 called in and hung up. Sound like they was about to they was taking a shit. They said, "Oh shit."
On the cheat.
But yo, phone lines are open 813-559-3339. If you want to chime in and give us your thoughts, whatever the hell we talking about, yo, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up. But yeah, I didn't post when Magoo passed, but I did post when Nipsey passed, and that's because I've been fucking with Nipsey music for so long, and I was that's one of the artists that I really fuck with his music. You know what I'm saying? When he passed away, my homegirl knew I fucked with Nipsey because I was listening to Nipsey all the time. When he passed away, I was actually at my homegirl Nova. She had a show. I forget the name of it. It was like I Love Novocaine show. Damn it, I forget the name. Oh well, but not a point. But we was chilling out there, and she was like, "Yo, Khary, yo, Nipsey just got shot. I just saw the shit. Nipsey got shot." I was like, "Oh shit." That shit. I was like, "Oh god damn." That was crazy to me. And that's why I posted it, because that one kind of affected me, like Tupac affected me and Biggie affected me, type of shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Tupac affected.
Right. But shout out to Magoo.
When Biggie passed, I'm not gonna say like, wow, I was like, whoa, like the Tupac shit kind of affected me, and I surprisingly Big Pun affected me.
Mm-hmm. That was a weird one too when he passed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But Magoo wasn't in my top 10, but he has my respect as an artist, you know? And you got to give him your respect because this nigga got classic songs.
I mean, he ghostwrote a lot of stuff too.
Whether you liked him or not, he got classics.
Yeah. You'd be surprised when he ghostwrote.
And a lot of you niggas that's hating on him wish you had something that's almost maybe near something that somebody played at some point outside of your neighborhood.
Facts.
You know?
This is random, but there are definitely other rappers where if they died, it'd probably be a similar situation of
Yeah.
people being like, "Oh man, they were so good," even though they didn't really play their music like that. Like,
Mhm.
if Cameron died tomorrow, I feel like it'd be a lot of people being like, "I used to love this album." It's like
Nah,
you probably ain't listened to that shit in 10 years, bro.
see
If you ain't fuck with
that's
SDE
that's
and
that's slanderish in
Confessions
my
of
era.
Fires,
I'm speaking from a younger
I
generation
know.
that I'm just letting you know what it is. Like, we knew who he was. We listened to his music. We also thought he was great. But if we're being honest with ourselves, a lot of us probably haven't really listened
Delved
to
into
it
his
that.
catalog like that. Y'all know like
Yeah,
his hit singles.
yeah. And
they
it's
know
because,
whatever with Lil Wayne and that's about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
quite literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shorty Skits over here says R.I.P. Young Dolph. That one I cried like I knew him.
That was sad.
Yeah.
See, but you know what's so crazy? Okay, and then there's a difference for New York. You know what I'm saying? See, you in the South. So
Hmm.
for the South, that little Dolph joint hit different for the South.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit like that for New York.
True, true.
For
You
you
get what I'm saying?
for our era.
Yeah.
For the younger niggas, it probably hit some.
Not. This is what I'm saying. Like, not really. You know what I mean?
True.
For New York itself, like that was like a not really like it was like wow, damn that happened. But
I see what you mean because if Trina died tomorrow, I would be crushed. But would I expect somebody from like New Jersey to care? Probably not.
nah, Jersey with kids. Nah,
Yeah.
actually up here, what you call it that wise, we would feel that. We would feel that.
There's
Oh,
Like
people in Jersey
there's
listen.
New York would
there are
feel that.
some southern artists that have broken through New York where people in New York treat them like they're from New York. People like Trick
Man.
Daddy, people like Trina. A lot of
Yeah,
people treat them like, yo, your music is regular out here. It's not southern music. It's southern
Yeah.
music, but it's not southern music. You
Southern
know?
music, yeah. Yeah, like they like how do I say
It's
they get
weird.
a pass on some weird shit,
It's
but it's
weird.
like I fuck with them, yo Trick Daddy, you Trina, I fuck with them, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Because
saying?
niggas will
But
fuck with
it's
Trick
like
Daddy and Trina hard, but a lot of niggas won't even know who the fuck Pastor Troy is.
yeah, there
You
you
know?
go, perfect example,
Right.
perfect example. I like that.
Right.
You know
Shit.
what I'm saying?
Let's go ahead and move on though. Let's move on. Um, let's do this real quick. A little hip hop 50 review. Have any of y'all seen any of the happenings or things going down with the hip hop 50 over the weekend? Because hip hop's birthday was on was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. And there was a giant concert that they had in New York. Had a lot of people come out. I caught the tail end of it live, then I went back and watched
Yeah,
some of it afterwards on the replay. I thought it was pretty dope. Um, Uncle Luke didn't feel so happy about it. Uncle
because
Luke,
he wasn't invited, right?
because he felt like New York was pretty much. Actually, let me read what he tweeted. He actually tweeted some shit. His shit said, "Hip hop fans from Florida.
Oh, okay.
Hip hop fans from Florida. don't be upset they don't recognize your favorite Floridian artist as part of hip hop 50th year celebration. The industry has never considered us as hip hop from the time I started hip hop in the South. You can only imagine the names they called us: country, booty music, trash music. I can go on and on. The disrespect towards Florida hip hop, still to this day, we fight for our respect, and you have stood behind us every step of the way. We will continue fighting. There will be a day this year where we come together and celebrate Florida hip hop artists from the top of the state to the bottom. We love you. Thank you for your support. And
Wait a minute.
after I read this, I was like, you know what? I don't think there was I think the farthest south Ti was there at the Hip Hop 50 joint in Yankee
Mm-hmm.
Stadium. Ice Cube was there. He's from the West. Ti's from Atlanta.
What about
Uh,
T-Pain?
T Pain wasn't there.
What?
Um, it was a lot of '90s hip hop artists from New York that was there. Actually, the majority of the people that was there was from the '90s. Run DMC was there. They're from the '80s, but they're from New York.
KRS
They're from
One.
Queens. Queens is yeah. KRS is from the '80s. KRS started in the '80s, but he went into the '90s. But I don't really
But you know
recall.
what?
There was nobody from Florida there. I don't think there was no.
Nah,
I'm not sure.
That's messed up.
I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to think about it. Like, what hip hop artist from Florida was really like hitting, like in the late '80s towards the mid '90s. And I say that time span because that's the majority of the people that was at this Hip Hop 50 performance that was big, sponsored by Nas's Mass Appeal.
Ah, damn. So yeah, Trick Daddy and Trey came a little later because they were late 90s, early 2000s.
Right,
mm.
right.
And I can't, yo. Besides Luke, this is what I gotta say. Besides Luke, Florida wise, I don't really know no hip hop from Florida besides Luke
From
in
that
that
era,
time,
from that time frame,
from
right,
In
that
that
era.
time
Yeah,
period. Yeah.
right.
yeah. I will say that. So
Like,
maybe what it is maybe what it is, and I'm gonna say it like this. Maybe what it is for like everybody to, because there were some people that weren't even that are so New York hip hop wise and weren't even there. Because you got to remember too, niggas is out here touring.
mm-hmm.
It's the
True.
50th, what you call it? It's the 50th year hip hop. You got other people here, touring. You get what I'm saying? Like, boom, for instance, 50 Busta Rhymes. They weren't there. Why? Because they're touring there in Connecticut. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
everything is also not feasible on the what you call it, on the level of being what you call it. But I'm gonna say like this for Florida hip hop, Luke is like a what you call it because New York wise, Doodle Brown, we respect that shit. We respect that shit. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
That song from when we first heard it, we respect
I'll
that
be
shit.
I'll
You know
be
what I'm
honest
saying?
though. I'll be honest though. I personally never really saw Doodoo Brown as a hip hop song.
But this is what I'm trying to get at. This is what I'm trying to get at. Now, for Luke, like, yeah, hip hop, but dude, you really weren't like a rapper or nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? Like in
Right.
Cali, yo, they were rapping. You get what I'm saying? Like they were spitting.
Well,
You just like
Two Live Crew, and it was rapping. We just didn't really. Their rap was just different when they was doing it. Like Vic Wicked over here says, without Luke, bro, we would have been banned in the USA. And he put that banned in the USA in quotes because
mm,
Two Live Crew had a song called Banned in the USA because they're the reason why we have the explicit stickers and shit like that. Because they was really trying to ban Two Live Crew from music because they thought they shit was too provocative. But I think,
provocative, but they were doing nasty like
yeah,
shit on the stage even back then. Luke getting people dick sucked and all that type of
yeah,
shit on stage and or like so it was really like this dude just making porn music when you really think about it. Because if I think about the porn scene back then, that's how the music was in the poem in
Right.
porn.
But
Nowadays it just ain't no music in porn.
we didn't
So
really.
the niggas that cut
But
that shit.
to now to shoot both sides bail. The only time, like, I actually questioned whether Two Live Crew was hip hop or not back in the days. I was like, what
They
type of music
make
is this?
club music.
Yeah, they would
I
be
say
like, this.
house.
They actually described it at one point as bass music. It was bass, bass. I'm like, what's bass? And then mad 808s and they shit. It used to be considered bass. Like in the 80s, it was considered bass. In New York, at least. I'm not sure what they called it in Florida. I'm not sure if they called it bass or if they called it hip hop. And I think that might have been why shit might not have been included or considered as hip hop, because even back in the days, it was referred to as bass. And this was prior to like the subgenre of hip hop. Either shit was rap or it was something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And at that point, like Doodoo Brown was considered bass. There was like a certain DJ set that happened when Doodoo Brown came on. And all the music was that type of fast shit, you know? And that's when they would play like a bunch of different shit. So we would hear Doodoo Brown. And then after Doodoo Brown, you would hear house music like, it's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be that set. And it's like, okay. And that's why I think New York didn't really consider it hip hop at that time, because that's when we heard it in sets like that, when it was like house music and bass and shit that wasn't categorized as hip hop. But now in 2023, we like, yo, Luke was definitely hip hop. You know?
Yeah.
Luke was definitely hip hop. It was just Miami hip hop. And I think that's what kind of got people feeling like it wasn't hip hop, because in the 80s it wasn't called Miami hip hop. It was called bass music.
So
So many
all right, I'm about to throw a monkey wrench in it. So you saying basically that's like saying Kurt Franklin is that gospel. You get what I'm saying? Like because you know what I'm saying? GP, you with me? Oh yeah, like he's on the what you
Right,
call
but
it?
he's not rapping. He's chanting. Those are chants.
What's the difference between a rap and a chant?
This is what I'm saying, because
The chant,
because like Little John was a chanter.
the difference is rapping.
Um,
The chants are gonna rhyme chant to chant, or each one is gonna rhyme at some point down the line. A chant is just that doesn't necessarily have to rhyme. He just said,
yeah, that's a chant.
you know, he would stop, let the beat go, so now he ain't got to rhyme the next rhyme. Do you want the revolution? Oh,
Yeah.
GP, are you with me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know,
because I always consider Kurt Franklin the Luke of the gospel. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But Wayne Mills says Two Live Crew was bass, and you know what? I actually had a Two Live Crew album, and it wasn't.
My pops has a Two Live Crew album
It
to
wasn't.
this day.
They was actually rapping on the shit, but they was
so
rapping.
On it. So
Yeah.
on it. That album.
He bought it because he liked the cover. He bought it because he liked the cover.
No,
Big booty bitches.
nah, fam. He liked the album. That's his joint, and he knows about that because my pops was in Vietnam. So think about it. That's where that's like so horny where that comes from. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides it also being in a movie, but you know what I'm saying? He loves that song. Fam, you should see like when it be on his shoulder, how his shoulders be like that's his shit, yeah. That bass start hitting. My pops used to have a little system, so he be like boom, 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 boom. Yo, he be rocking. He be doing some.
Let's see. We're gonna. This was the
oh,
cover. This was the cover of their first album. I think If this ain't it exactly. Oh yeah, this was in '89. It's called "As Nasty as They Wanna Be,"
We
and
want some pussy.
it had the
The
song "We
bonus
Want Some
track.
Pussy." How that song go? Was it just
Everyone.
yeah, yeah? You see?
I'm not gonna front. Move something was my joint. No, move something.
Yeah.
Move something.
Now when you think of those, they was actually rapping, yo. They were just rapping really fast.
Yeah.
That's how he was
What
rapping.
was it? What was it? It was Malik. What was it? Malik Marquise.
Yeah,
Marquise and
that one nigga,
who always had the broke arm.
yeah, I'm like, yo, why is his arm, yo, his arm been broke for like 10 years, yo. That's what it
Yeah.
seemed like. That's what it seemed like. It's like every video he had a cast. I was like, yo, why is his arm broken so long? I don't know.
And then I think he actually got like there's something actually wrong with him in the arm and all that.
But that's when Luke felt. That's how Luke felt about the Hip Hop 50. How did Jai feel about the Hip Hop 50?
I
You,
thought it was
you was
I
in
thought it was
Chicago. You was
different.
doing your thing. You wasn't even paying attention to Hip Hop 50.
You know, from what I saw, it was what you call it. Then plus you hit me at the right time.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
we got off the show, after we finished on Friday, B started heading out of town and shit. And I was chilling over here, you know what I'm saying? Me and this young lady was over here watching some I turned on YouTube and I was like, oh shit, live at Yankee Stadium. Bees was telling me about this. I hit up Bees, I sent him a link. I was like, yeah, I know you're on the road. You can probably just watch this shit while y'all driving, nigga. And also, your favorite artist about to perform, nigga. Ice Cube.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he started off with chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself, you know? He did that shit.
Now he started off with the nigga you love to hate.
Oh yeah. Then he went into that, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's my joint. It's my
was
joint
good.
right
It was
there.
good.
How you start the show with that right
They did
there?
a lot of shit with the Hip Hop 50. Then they Netflix actually had a show for Hip Hop 50 with women of hip hop, with the women of hip hop.
I forgot somebody's doing interviews, right?
What's that?
He's doing interviews and all
Yeah,
of
doing
that, right?
interviews and talk with a lot of people. They was talking with Roxanne Shante, and I saw some stuff on people were trying to flip on KRS-One because of because of a line he said on "The Bridge Is Over," and it was like in KRS-One with the diss track "The Bridge Is Over" had said Roxanne Shante is only good for steady fucking, and then it was like she was only 15. I'm like, yo, y'all got to remember this was the 80s. There was no social media. Most people didn't know who anybody looked like or who anybody actually was. So the assumption was if you are dropping music and your shit is being played on the radio, you're of age. And her first song was kind of like a diss track to a song that was out called Roxanne. You know?
It was two Roxannes and all that.
Yeah.
It's bug. It's bug like
There was
that.
the real Roxanne and then there was Roxanne Shante.
Roxanne Shante.
And both of them took their name from that song, Roxanne. You know? I want to be your man. And that song was just a bunch of niggas begging a chick to try to get with them, and she said, fuck all y'all. And they was mad. They was haters. But that's what
That's just
What's
wow. You say I'm surprised that was a line because my first thought is he really should have had a publicist. You know,
Hey,
somebody to check those things.
this is hip hop back in the days when niggas said, yo, dissing motherfuckers was what hip hop was about back in the days. You know? Mad
I don't know if
people
you
had
want to
beef.
say that's what it was about.
Yeah, LL Cool J had mad beef.
Yeah, LL Cool J and Ice-T had beef.
Yeah.
LL Cool J and Ice-T.
They had beef.
Yeah.
That feels really random.
They used to diss each other. You know? They used to diss each other.
Now they both just be TV.
Yeah, now they cool. Now they cool and shit. You know?
Yeah. But that was hip hop.
But
That was hip
then,
hop in the young years of hip hop.
check it out. Check it out though. So because that was rehashed with the line that he said against Roxanne Shante, some people started taking shots at KRS online, talking about, hey, and let's not forget he had a song called 13 and Good, you know?
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
She was 13, but she was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Good. 13 and
Good.
Good. Yeah. You know? But a lot of people don't look at the context of the song, and he didn't say, hey, this happened to me. He was saying, hey, this shit could happen. So this was back then people made songs
That made sense.
not to try to brag, but to try to put you on shit that could happen.
Yeah.
Right? So the song starts off, first verse is he talks about he's in a club, he meets this girl, she fine as fuck. He thinks she's like 27, 28, some shit like that. They go back to the crib, they have sex and shit. He asks her some shit if she want to do something, and then she says, I'm only 13. And he's like, what? You got to get the fuck up out of here. Then the girl tries to stay getting with him, and then she gets mad that he's like, yo, I can't fuck with you because you're too young. So she calls her father. Her father comes over with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then her father says, okay, now I'm going to rape you.
Huh?
Yeah!
Yeah. 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 Listen, but he's talking about some real shit that can happen. That's the type of what's it called? That's why check it like this. This is the difference between the hip hop generations and why people say today's music is trash. Because you're not teaching, you're not doing nothing. Like hip hop before was about putting the streets on. What was going on in the streets? It was about putting the streets on, but putting it out there at a level that boom, where only we could understand it.
Right. Like so listening to that song now and everything that's going on now, it sounds like, oh, this was some creepy shit. But listening to it in 89, he's trying to teach motherfuckers a lesson. Like, yo, this is the shit that can
Yeah.
happen. Be careful. And the
I
reason
see what you mean.
and the reason I say
Yeah.
that is because I remember being in sixth grade. Sixth grade. And it was girls in my class getting picked up by niggas after school in cars.
Mm-hmm.
And New York wasn't like down south, like Florida. You can get your license at like motherfucking 16 and be driving.
Yeah.
14
14?
sometimes. Not
See?
not in Florida, but some places in the South. I did know people that was like
Right.
14
But
driving.
in New York City,
That
you
shit ain't going
you
down.
can get your permit at 16, but guess what? You ain't getting no license to drive until you 18.
Yeah.
So, and then you get your license at 18, a majority of the niggas ain't getting a car at 18.
Right.
Majority of these niggas is getting their cars at like 20, 21, 22. So now these niggas is pulling up to the fucking junior high school in the Jetta, picking up girls from my class.
That's
Mm-hmm.
freaky as hell.
Yeah, but that shit was regular.
Yeah, it's still creepy.
Yeah, I always thought it was creepy, but that shit was regular back in the
Yo,
days, yo.
this is how I used to feel like back in the days. Now check it like this. I used to meet chicks and I say I was like 15, 16, right? I meet chicks and these chicks be like, they be my same age, maybe a year younger, whatever, right? But I say all that to say is these chicks would have kids, be on like they second baby. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you be like, yo, how old's your baby daddy? You thinking that it's another nigga that's like 15, whatever. He just don't know how to control his juice. Nah, that nigga be motherfucking 38. That nigga be fucking 40.
Yeah.
And she be like, oh, that's my baby daddy. And they be like proud. Like, the thing to be crazy is like, it'd be cool with everybody in the whole situation, though. That's the
Yeah.
wild shit.
Yeah. And the the girls in my junior high that used to fuck with people like this, for them this was a flex.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that. I do remember in high school people bragging about the older college guys they were dating.
Right. That was a
I do
flex for
remember.
them. These niggas got
Yeah.
these niggas could buy me earrings with my name in it.
You bought me some 5411s.
I see, and that's why I just be telling them, your standards for low, girl.
Yeah.
Your standards for low.
It's just
But
5411s ain't 5411 no more.
yeah, but back in the day, songs like that wasn't like bragging songs. They was like trying to teach lesson songs. Like
For real. For
like
real, man.
today's era is trying to look back at shit that was said or songs that was made back then and trying to find the negative shit in it. When back then they was made as a message. Like KRS-One, his nickname in hip hop is the teacher. You know, because he's always been trying to teach people shit. From all ever since his first album, even though he had the song called The Bridge Is Over, it might have said Roxanne Shantae's only good for steady fucking. You know? Because that's some shit that niggas was saying and dissing motherfuckers in back in the day type of shit, you know? But he has songs like there were songs like Fight the Power, Public Enemy. But he kind of spearheaded the whole self-destruction shit back in the days. You know?
You Must Learn is crazy.
You
must learn is a fucking history lesson.
Yo,
You hear that song, you will get educated. You will get educated. That is 5 minutes of education.
yeah.
As a black person. You feel what I'm saying? Not that bullshit European shit they teach you in school.
Yeah.
We talking about as a black person, education about yourself. When have you heard something like that?
This is how the video started. Let me know if you can hear this.
Genesis chapter 11 verse 10 explains the genealogy of Shem. Shem was a black man in Africa. If you repeat this fact, they can't laugh at you. Genesis 14 verse 13. Abraham steps.
They brought the police in to arrest him because he was kicking knowledge. This was like how the video started. They threw him out of school.
The police came to get him.
Yo, Chris, man,
They don't even, it's not a song, dude. Listen, I've heard nothing like that. And that's what's the difference in hip hop.
Wait a minute. You have heard stuff like that because you gonna act like Kendrick Lamar and Jay aren't the biggest two of the biggest artists out here.
Yes,
There's
they are.
Lamar, who?
They are. But here's the difference. You know how you can only name those two?
I can name other people. I can name Rhapsody.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, how many of these people are like
Who?
mainstream hip hop? Like, they're the ones that the DJs are playing on the radio and shit like that. Shit like this is what the DJs would play on the radio.
On the radio.
You know? And almost all rappers had some type of conscious message in their music at that time. You know, KRS-One wasn't an anomaly. He was the common thing in hip hop at that point. And that's one of the reasons why people feel hip hop is not like it was. And I agree with them to an extent. And it's because the commercial hip hop isn't dropping knowledge like that, where even though this wasn't commercial, quote unquote, this is what
it got radio play.
This is what hip hop was. You know?
I will say that if you really, really, really like wanted to get past the raunchiness of a lot of female rap, a lot of the messaging in female rap is stop fucking these niggas. They all want to fuck you. Stop fucking these niggas. You gonna have sex with these men. They gonna try and take you for all you got, emotionally, sexually. You might as well get your money out of it while you can and make sure you take yourself and take care of. A lot of the women in rap are trying to teach young women about prioritizing yourself and your well-being. If you get past the raunchiness of some of the lyrics, that is kind of what they're saying.
But listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. We had a whole era of women in hip hop that were on the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Queen Latifah was on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all know her as an actress. We know
Mhm.
as a rapper, she was a conscious rapper from day one.
And
You
if
know what I'm
you
saying?
if you
And she
watch
wasn't
that
telling you
if
to
you
be
watch
out
that
here fucking
documentary
all
on
these
Netflix,
niggas and all that. MC Light, another.
another one on that
You get
documentary
what
on
I'm saying?
Netflix.
Was telling you, yo, don't just be out here fucking all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And hitting you with stories about shit that niggas do and all that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Salt and Pepper, like the list goes on for female rappers back in that what you call it, who had the same message, but not a one really started showing they ass twerking, shaking, getting all what you call it, disrespectful, showing themselves as women. You get what I'm
Salt and
saying?
pepper.
Because huh?
Salt and pepper.
Salt
They
and
was shaking
Pepper,
their ass.
Yeah,
they
Salt
were
and Pepper
shaking
was
their
shaking their
ass.
ass. They were,
They were shaking their ass,
but you got to remember, bees. If Salt and Pepper came out now, they would be just as uh less. They would be a whole
ratchet
lot
and
dressed.
rocky.
They would be a whole lot less dressed than they was back in the '80s. And back in the '80s, you really couldn't dress like that. You know, the person, and they came around the same time as Madonna, and Madonna's the one that kind of started the whole being super seductive type of shit as a woman. You know, prior, Salt and Pepper was in hip hop when they was just trying to compete with the dudes, and they was trying to just be on their level, so they could be sexy to an extent. They was wearing like fucking jean outfits with cuts in the legs to make it look sexy. You know, they had on like jeans all the way down to their ankles and jean jackets and shit like that. With turtlenecks on, but with slits in the legs to make it sexy. They couldn't really be as feminine as they probably wanted to. Back actually in the 80s, I don't think nobody was really feminine in the 80s. No woman, like when you think of feminine, like the way women dress now, feminine wise, like okay, that's a feminine outfit.
So not until
80s,
Little Kim.
yeah,
This is what we're gonna say. Not until
yeah,
Little Kim
yeah. Little Kim brought feminine.
Foxy Brown.
Little Kim, Foxy Brown brought real femininity to hip hop, in my
and
opinion.
Trina
In
and
my
Trina.
opinion, yes, yes. You know, prior to that, women were just like, I'm a B girl. You know what I'm saying? Women in hip hop were B girls, and B girl ain't.
Even though, hold up. But I'm gonna say this because this is around the same time, '90s hip hop, and because you also know you got like the one hit wonders, the little extra little spin off groups. Because I will also say like there was a lot of familiarity in that hip hop too once that era started. Because like the West Coast, but like, do you consider J J Fad like?
But even they were wearing jean outfits. There wasn't women back in the '80s was
They were
wearing
rocking the spandex suits.
right, and so were niggas back in the
Yeah, true,
'80s.
true.
It wouldn't be considered like sexy, I guess, if it was
Back in the
dudes doing
'80s,
it.
back in the '80s, a lot of men and women in hip hop was wearing the same shit.
Yeah.
It's just the
Androgyny, that's the word. Androgyny was on trend. Because I remember I was learning about that from somewhere.
yeah,
But
men
it
and
was
women was
androgynous.
wearing a lot of the same shit. That was a point in time where women was like, "Yo, we ain't gotta wear shit that says this is some woman shit." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's when women's fucking
Mm-hmm.
blazers had shoulder pads, nigga.
My shoulder pads up to here.
You know?
Oh shit. Yo, I forgot. Yo, everybody running around like Colonel the Bears and whatnot.
Yeah, yo. Like there wasn't like in hip hop in the '80s. It was just women. If you wanted to be, there was no real
With some
like.
tassels. With some tassels,
Yeah,
like
there
it.
was. Yeah, it was like your jacket had tassels. Men and women wore the same shit in the '80s, yo. If you look at fashion, if she wasn't wearing a tight mini skirt, they wore the same. Go look at House Party. Go look at House Party. Go look at that movie and
Yeah, they
see
were
how
all
many.
basically dressed the same, for
Right.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you think about it. Tisha Campbell and Kid basically had the same outfit on.
Yeah, except her shirt was a little shorter.
Yes. Yes.
They both had
Hey,
the
did
same
y'all ever wear
baggy pants, except her pants was a little more high water than his pants.
Yeah.
did y'all ever wear the crop tops for men?
Nah, I didn't.
What's that? The little short shirt shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
one that Will Smith
No.
wore, and then
In
that one
the
that Trump
eighties,
wore.
nah, that's a Cali thing. That's a
yeah. That was
Cali
a
thing.
Cali. That was a Cali beach thing, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Yeah.
But a lot of men and women wore spandex outfits in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
And Hawaiian shorts.
Yeah.
In a Jerry curl.
Well, the Jerry curl is really like the late 70s, early.
Nah, that shit was the 80s too, because my older brother had a Jerry curl.
I was gonna say, because my mom, she
Mm,
definitely had a
Remember
Jerry
Coming
curl
to
in her
America?
high school.
So good. That's when
yeah,
motherfuckers stopped
that's
wearing
the
Jerry
80s.
curls after that goddamn movie.
Yeah, after that.
It's a selling
You
point.
make it all so silky smooth.
Uh-huh.
Let it shine through.
Let's get to
Just
move
let
on.
it shine.
Let's move on because it's already getting late and shit. We got a couple more topics to go.
Mhm.
Let's not try to spend 20 minutes on this one though, because KeKe Palmer.
Huh?
You heard me, KeKe Palmer.
What she done did now.
What she done did now? Oh, wait till you hear what she. Y'all done heard what she done did before. She got into some shit with her baby father at an Usher concert, right? Because she was dressed a little scantily. Oh, is that the word I should use? I don't know. She was dressed.
Scantily clad.
She was dressed scantily clad for her baby daddy taste and some of the internet as well.
But he came out with her.
Right.
Or was she with her girls?
But now.
No, she was with her friends.
She was with
she
her
was at home
friends.
with the baby.
She was at the Usher concert. Usher was singing to her and doing shit. But now, KeKe Palmer is now starring alongside Usher in his new video.
And it's called Boyfriend.
It's called Boyfriend.
A whole song about how you do not give a fuck about your boyfriend.
That's what the song's about? The song is about how he don't give a fuck about your boyfriend?
I don't know. I'm just going based off the title of the song and the vibe it was given in the little teaser trailer.
Yeah, I saw the teaser trailer. Let's see.
How you say?
But it kind of seemed like that's what the song gonna be.
Kick him in the nuts. Wolfman don't got nuts. Kick him in the nuts.
I just want to say, I don't think the song would have been released if there wasn't more going on in the background. I truly believe he must have did something really foul in her eyes for her to do this.
She said something. He said something on the internet about her.
I mean, but outside of the internet, because I remember she made that TikTok where people had remixed that TikTok sound of one of her older interviews from literally a month prior, where she was like, "If you gonna act up, I'm about to link up."
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, so that was the response to him. But this video feels like he must have really tore his ass behind the scenes for her to do this.
All right, check it out.
Yeah.
So
and I'm gonna get paid off of this shit.
Yo, this video comes out tomorrow. Here goes the trailer.
Let me see the trailer.
This is the trailer. This is the trailer of the video.
You can't hear it.
I kept it muted so I don't get flagged for copyright shit. It's just really going like boom.
Now, don't this look like I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend?
Yeah. So that's what that is. It's just a boom. Boom. This is one real quick piece. Actually, there's really not much audio to it.
Somebody say that your boyfriend's looking for me.
Somebody said that your boyfriend's looking for me.
That's definitely a kick in the nuts, yeah.
Somebody said that your boyfriend's looking for me. Yo.
Darius had to have done something behind the scenes. There
Yo,
had
he
been
didn't.
some that were missing.
He didn't said that. He didn't said something to Usher personally. And
And they
Usher and
made a
Usher
video. Yo, fam.
and Usher said, "Yo, all right, you know what, KeKe, we've been cool." He probably like this. We've been cool for forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I fucked it. He probably don't really know our true history with one another. You know what I'm saying? They probably got like a brother sister relationship
I think
because
so.
it's Hollywood. You get what I'm saying? And they probably, like I said, they probably got a brother sister relationship, and then here this nigga come with his bullshit. Like, and KeKe's probably like, "Yo, you know, I just had your baby and all that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucking with you, nigga. Because at the end of the day, who is he really? Who's her boyfriend
Nobody.
really?
He is a
Nobody.
little brother of a D-list actor.
You get what I'm saying? You just happen to listen. He just happened to be at the right place at the right time and talk the right shit to her, and she feeling a nigga
Did
enough to
you
have a kid with him and all that. You get what I'm saying?
did you see the
So
story of how they met?
No,
nah,
no.
Do you want to hear it?
Sure. You got the tea?
sure.
I do, because I watched the interviews. I
All
was
right,
watching.
talk to us. Talk to us.
Yeah,
Okay,
give us
so
that tea.
basically she was at some rap party. I think it was for Insecure. And because I don't know if you remember, she was on the last season of Insecure. And one of the characters, was his I think his name on the show was Dro, and he was one of the characters that had an affair with the character Molly. But
Okay.
Okay.
that actor, he came to the show, to the rap party, whatever, and he brought his little brother, aka Darius. And
Mm-hmm.
KeKe was there with one of her little friends, and she noticed him, and she was asking, like, "Oh, who's that?" And then the actor guy, he was like, "Yeah, that's my little brother." She was like, "Little brother, put me on." And
Mm-hmm.
basically, he was acting all nervous and shy in front of her, which made her want him a little bit more because she was like, "Okay, this is nice," and she thought that he was going to be a cute little summer fling.
Turned
And
out to
then
be
she,
a baby daddy.
yeah,
Mm, mm, mm,
yeah,
See, and you know why it went down like that? Because she was like, "Oh, it's just gonna be a summer fling,"
yeah.
and he came. And yo, and look, at the end of the day, she ain't even know. Listen, check it out like this. She's hot. Do not get it twisted. She's hot. So he probably was like, "Yo, I gotta give her my best action. I'm gonna give her my best action. I'm gonna do some shit tonight that she ain't. I'm a KeKe. I'm a palm ya. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was like. Yeah.
So he put
Because
that.
listen, at the end of
You
the
say
day,
he
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 knew who
put in
she
that
was.
work.
but
Yeah,
there's more
he knew
tea,
who she
y'all.
was. And the thing is, she was on him. He wasn't on her.
Yeah,
She was
Right,
on him.
right.
So then he caught her. He caught her at the right time.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And all that mixed in, he gave her that grade A. He's like, yeah, check this spelling bee out. You know what I'm saying? And then,
You
yo,
know how to tell a baby?
you know what I'm saying?
But
And
there's
then
more
next thing
tea.
you know, well, then he forgot. This is where he fucked
Yeah,
up.
she
He
was really
forgot.
feeling. She was really
She was
feeling him.
feeling.
She was feeling him because she said, "Come in me." He said, "Okay."
Yeah. Yo, exactly, exactly. And this is what he forgot. She's still Kiki Palmer. She's a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful young
That
black
part.
woman out here. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one that can what you call it can have this pleasure.
Right.
But she chose to be with you, and you don't know how to handle
Yep. You done fucked
because
it
you
up.
yourself. No, at the end of the day, and he's a man. So I'm gonna speak to it as a man with some false pride. She's Kiki
False
Palmer.
pride.
Yeah, he got false pride. She's Kiki Palmer. You were just Darius.
I'm not sure if I would have
And you
false
know what's
pride. I'm gonna have
crazy?
pride.
Nah,
You know,
but no, this is fam. It ain't like that with every
Yeah,
dude.
you
You
right.
get
You
what I'm
right. We're
saying?
gonna talk about that
Some
a
niggas
little. We're gonna talk about
feel
that
it.
soon too. We're gonna talk about that soon too.
Some niggas feel a certain type of way if they woman make more money than them, or if you know what I'm saying, because they don't understand the battle with things. You get what I'm saying? But some men are like be jealous because she's Kiki Palmer. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
At the
you
same
know what's
time, he
crazy?
fell in love, so he probably just want life to be regular now. He don't want niggas and everybody to be wanting her.
Yeah.
He probably accidentally seen the DM.
Mm.
You
Sure.
know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
it's even like
Cause DM is probably like a pack of cigarettes. We talking about the one you get at fucking BJ's. We not talking about the one you get in public. You get what I'm saying?
they either have
So
this thing really worked out, or she gives zero fucks about this nigga. In my opinion,
I think
every
she could be at a point where
but
this nigga
now,
doesn't have no ambition.
but
At the same
now,
time, this is KeKe Palmer. You gotta have some fucking ambition, nigga.
but now,
So here's the tea,
go ahead.
if you want more. Okay,
Oh, let's
so
go. I'm sipping.
Darius, first of all, he ain't really had a real job. She gave that nigga a job. He was an employee. She created, because she has her own network, she created a show and made him a host of the show. That nigga fumbled the bag.
See, this is what I'm
Mm.
saying. This is what I'm saying.
Now, see, I look at a lot of things from my perspective, and when I say is it my perspective or my perception? From my
Your perception.
from my
Because your
viewpoint,
perspective.
from my viewpoints, from
Yeah,
how
okay.
if it was me, that would be my perspective. If it was me,
Okay.
first off, I'm not sure she would be doing this video because I think she's only doing this video because of the attention that was given to her at the show and all the bullshit that happened behind it. If it was me, that wouldn't have happened because I would not
So
have
you think
posted.
this is a little bit PR?
I'm wondering if it is at this point. They might have they might have reconciled. And she's like, yo, Usher's gonna pay me X amount of dollars to do this song, do this video. He's like, go get that bag because you make more money than me. You know?
Yeah, it could be that, and then it could be like he could be like, "Yo, you have to break me off, cause yo, I'm about to go through it. On my social platforms, niggas about to just
or
tear my shit up. You get what
or
I'm saying?
or it could
Yeah.
also, on the opposite end, it could be they going through some shit, they beefing with each other, and she just like up the ante crazy, like you know, like they both in the whole fuck you stage right now, and she's just like, oh, let me show you how I can say fuck you harder,
Mm.
you know,
I
and get
applaud.
paid
That's the
for it.
level of petty I applaud.
The level of petty you applaud.
And you know, there's even more tea. Allegedly, an ex-girlfriend visited him and said that when they were together, she had gotten pregnant and he told her he wasn't ready for no kid. And she was surprised when less than a year later, he has a kid with KeKe Palmer.
He just
Because it's
wasn't,
KeKe Palmer.
and he didn't want no
It's
kid
KeKe
with you.
Palmer.
You know, to that person, he didn't want no kid. He wasn't ready for no kid with you.
Yeah.
You know, but with somebody else, you know,
Yo, it could have even been that. Like, listen, KeKe Palmer family could be ratchet as shit, but he like, I put up with this. She bring the bag home.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Once I have a kid, as long as I stay in there, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So he getting territorial. He seen Usher with this bullshit. He like whoa. You know, that's my bag. Stay away from my bag. But listen, Usher don't need her bag. You need to understand that too, brother.
Yeah.
Also,
You know what I'm
Usher
saying?
don't like young women.
Usher on
Oh,
what?
that's a whole nother bag of tea right there.
I was just saying, Usher don't like
Now she
young
pouring
women.
hibiscus over here. Before we was just drinking black tea. Now she pouring hibiscus.
I'm just saying, a reasonable person would know that Usher would never be looking at KeKe like that. Because he like him a little more, you know, Silver Fox.
Mm.
You know
Yeah, he
what?
like
Lady
yeah,
at the gas
he
station
do
said
like
that to me the other day.
his a little older.
You
A
know?
lady called you a Silver Fox?
Yes, at the gas station. After I paid the lady that took my money and shit, she was like, "Well, have a good evening, Silver Fox." I said, "Oh shit, I gotta dye my fucking beard." Which, if I'm not sure y'all know this, but
I see. I
yeah.
noticed when she said the Triple Fox comment. I'm like, wait, this nigga got young? This nigga got young in the face?
Yeah,
Oh
once lady
man.
told me that the other day, and I was like, I think that helped me make up my mind. On what it's gonna be.
You should
Yo,
embrace your old age.
Well, but I did it for other reasons as well. I kind of feel like it might be interfering with me getting a new job. People being judgmental, in my opinion. Like
All ageism.
yeah, you can't teach an old dog new tricks type of thing. Like this nigga might be stuck in his way, he won't learn nothing type of shit. I'm in the tech field, so I'm like, that might be a thing. And I have been speaking with people that's a bit younger than me. So they might be like, maybe they might be intimidated, or they might be, I can't teach this nigga some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know what? We try something different, see if it makes a difference. We shall see. But that's why I'm no longer the silver fox. Which,
Dang.
when she said that to me, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I like that one.
What do you guys prefer to be called if you're being hit on by people? Like, what do you want them to say to you?
well, I identify as Mister.
Cool. You want to call you Mister? What's their name? Seeley?
What's that? I think I would like women that are interested to me to approach me as hello, mister, I would like to give you head. I think that would be appropriate.
Mister,
Hello,
I would
Mister.
like
I
to
would
give
like.
you head.
Yeah.
Wow. Starting off strong. Very strong.
I think that would be an
That
appropriate title, right? No, no.
totally beats anything I would do. I usually just send a meme
I don't
if
think
I
that's
feel
ever gonna
like,
happen. I don't think that's ever gonna happen though. You said you prefer to send a meme,
yeah.
so
Send
any
a
meme
meme.
or
Wait, what you mean?
No, it's like a slightly sexual meme, but it's funny.
okay,
Like,
okay,
aha, we're
Like,
laughing, but you know what I want to do.
okay,
okay.
all right. So like one of those memes was like
She ain't talking about just talking to the person, actually, like going up and talking to the person.
yeah, she said I'm gonna send a
She said the
meme.
meme.
I'm gonna throw
Wow.
the quick smoke signal. You know.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you one right now. I'm gonna put it in the chat so you can see what I'm talking about.
And then after that, we're gonna jump into our next topic, and I'm gonna pull
But
that up out the
I
chat
just want
too.
to ask this, so you don't like meet somebody and talk to them. You see them
Oh
on
no,
so.
when I
Oh.
if, if I meet them in person, I just go
Uh,
up to them and I'll be like, "Hey, you're a good looking person," and then I just wait for their response, and they'll be like, "Oh, thank you." I'd be like, "Yeah, what else you got going on?" And I just kind of keep it going.
okay.
Where did you send it?
Oh, I'm trying to. It's like loading. This is so
Okay, okay,
aggravating.
okay. All
I'll send it. I'll send it on. Oh, wait, here it is. Here it is. I put it in the chat.
right. So,
Yeah,
something like this is what she's talking about. I read it and I got it. You know what tuna sub says backwards? What I'm gonna do on your face. And do you know what tuna sub says backwards? BUSANUT, which stands for bust a nut. That's a smoke signal for your ass right there. That's a smoke signal for that ass.
that's
Hey.
basically telling somebody like, yeah, I'm serving lunch, nigga.
Uh-huh.
Or
Uh-huh.
see, that's another
I
one of my
need
favorite. When I gotta
I
be
need
like,
to
I'm
know if you
hungry, and I'll be
eating.
like, I'm right here.
I think I most times I actually do wait for the woman to make the first move with the sexual innuendo and shit like that. That's me personally. I don't want to be a creep, you know. But I don't know if that's.
That's fair.
You know, because I personally, I think I be reading signals wrong a lot of times. I think I be thinking they blowing the smoke signal, but they just drop something. You know?
And this is why I go for the memes. It's obvious.
Yeah, that's an
It's like,
obvious meme.
here you go.
See, but then me,
You
I
get
would
to
see a nigga like me would respond to some shit like that, and the motherfucker be like, "Oh, I sent that by accident." And then I'd be mad confused.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've definitely said that before to people, and I was just lying. And I just said that just to see what they were saying.
What something changed in the
Yeah, I'd be
correlations
like,
of
oh
sending the
man, wrong
message?
person, just to see what they were saying.
Yeah, if I sent some nasty shit to you, and then when you replied, and I say, "Oh, that was by accident," that means I already masturbated. and,
I don't
and,
need you
and I
anymore.
don't need your services anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, golly.
Yeah,
You know, but you know what?
yeah.
Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on.
Yes,
Uh,
let's move on. Let's move on.
which
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna move on to groupie men a thing. And what brought this along was Trish sent me a video. It was like, yo, we need to talk about this on the next one. I said, all right, let's do it. And this is, oh, damn it. I was supposed to get this connected. Let me get it connected real quick so I can actually play the audio for y'all. So y'all can hear what this woman had to say. And, oh, there we go.
Y'all know what? I wasn't gonna make this post, but hear me out. We gotta stop letting niggas make us feel bad about wanting to be with men who have their shit together, or men who are financially stable, or even rich men, okay? Because honestly, niggas like rich niggas way more than us. Niggas like niggas with motion and money way more than us, and I don't care what y'all say. Like, a nigga will really suppress his ego
Shots
to hang
fired.
out with a nigga and get lil bro by a nigga and get sent to the store and get his hoes took and all that by a nigga who got something going on and he don't.
Shots
Like, a nigga will
fired.
really post these niggas on his story every motherfucking day, but can't even post this hoe. I'm talking about that money make a nigga act funny. Like, niggas really get out here and get to flirting with these niggas and everything. I'm talking about they stepping over you, trampling over you to get to the club next to the rich nigga. I'm talking about big broing the hell out of nigga that's 21 and he 36 because the nigga got a watch. I'm talking about down to the hoes they date. They won't even date a certain type of hoe because they trying to impress a nigga with some money. Like, damn, who wanna fuck the nigga, me or you? Because I'm starting to get confused here. Like, this shit really be crazy. Like, a nigga will really see a nigga and out flirt you with the nigga. That shit just give me that you really want to just wrap two hands around that nigga shit and just
Oh,
like you
shit.
just want to go crazy on this man shit. Cause like, what's going on, bro? Y'all know what?
Can we shout out her name, the creator's name?
Her name is
Y'all know what? I wasn't gonna make this.
Tokyo. Her name is Tokyo Vanity. Let me see if I can get it on the screen.
Yeah, she's on Love and Hip Hop.
You said she's on Love and Hip Hop?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she had to say. Now,
Yeah.
Trish, do you know men like this?
Yeah,
You do?
every guy that's ever obsessed over Elon Musk. Men literally idolize other men that they be like, nah, that nigga the GOAT, that nigga the GOAT. Okay. They get mad at you for not liking their favorite rapper. They be like, you don't even have good taste. Okay.
Okay.
They be like, you don't even understand. Okay. They just do a lot.
I'm trying to think if I know anybody like that. I don't think I really I don't think I really know anybody
Man.
personally like that. Not from my era. I think it might be a generational thing. I think it might have
Maybe.
I think maybe things might have changed once people stopped going outside like that. And I say that because I was outside every day, all day when I was a kid. You know, I was around older niggas,
Mm-hmm.
younger niggas, those type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? People teaching me good shit, bad shit, but I learned something from everything. You know? And I think a lot of people just don't go outside to experience and learn shit and be taught shit.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I do think some guys, I did agree with her point about guys don't even want to date certain kinds of girls because of they're afraid of what their friends are going to say. I definitely think there are guys out like that out in the
Because of their
world.
what?
They're afraid of what their friends are going to
Because of
say. Like,
what?
They're friends of how their friends are gonna judge them on the based on the woman that they chose.
yeah,
You know?
Okay, well, check it like this. I'll tell you like this. For me, like I come from a generation where that, for me, it didn't matter. I like big girls. You feel what I'm saying? And I had friends that I knew wouldn't approve of the big girls, but guess what? I still fuck with the big girls. I brought the big girls around. You get what I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
like it's not about what you call it. It's not about foul. It's all about how secure you are really within yourself, not mattering who's around you and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And I would say like this for this generation, there's a lot of insecurity within the generation itself. A lot of them are insecure within who they are. Because
Mm-hmm.
but I get that too, because there's nobody to teach them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? As they move masculinity out of the black neighborhood, you know, a lot of people don't see it. And that's what it is. I may be crazy for what I'm saying, but as they try to move masculinity out of the black neighborhood slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? Is you're
I
gonna
mean,
have a bunch of people that are insecure because
So you think this is
you
happening
need
because
that.
of
You
lack of
need that. You need.
masculinity?
I think it's happening because of social media, because people are addicted to the attention of being like, I have the right look, I'm doing the right thing. Like maybe in you guys' generation, it was about having the right things on paper, but in our generation, it's about having the right things on video, like on picture, like how it looks. Is it aesthetically pleasing?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people are caught up on the aesthetic.
Now,
Mm,
I will say this. There was probably times when people could have tried to have that argument with me, you know? Like, and I say that just because if there's some people that people don't like or they don't like what that person's saying and you agree with what that person's saying, they might try to throw you in that category of like, oh, you dick riding this nigga, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance,
mm-hmm.
Kevin Samuels. A lot of people didn't agree with Kevin Samuels, didn't like the shit he was saying. I agreed with some of what he was saying. I didn't agree with some of the other things he was saying. But because I agreed with some things, people might say, hey, you a Kevin Samuels dick rider. But though that was usually going to come from people that hate Kevin Samuels, though.
True.
You know? Now, that might also be a reason why I don't fuck with a lot of people out here, is because I just don't like a lot of people's character. You know? And some of these people character I don't like might be people that kind of jump on niggas' dicks like that. I'm not one of those people. You know, and I don't fuck with people that's like that. Like, I'm probably like, I don't think I have a picture with not one celebrity. I'm the type of nigga that's like, oh, he's famous, and so fuck that nigga. Not like, fuck that nigga, but I'm not going to say hello just because,
Just because they're famous.
yeah, just because they're famous. They're just a regular nigga, you know? Like, I'll support people, though. You know, like I went to a Joe Button podcast and I bought a hat. You know?
Mm-hmm.
True. I did want to add another part to the whole like dating people because you want them to have the right look. Colorism is a big part of that because I've met a lot of guys who were very colorist, very open with their colorism with me. Where they'd be like, "Oh, I don't normally like black women because I don't like black women because y'all so aggressive, y'all so do blah 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 blah." But then they'll still pursue me. But did they want a relationship with me? No, because I didn't have the right look. Because they want their kids to look a certain way.
Gotcha.
So I feel like that kind of also plays into the whole like wanting to have the right look and be aesthetically pleasing thing.
Yeah, some people are shallow, some people aren't.
There's just a lot of shallowness out there nowadays.
Yeah, I'm not one that normally puts my homeboys' thoughts into my decision making, especially when it comes to women. You know, like there's been women that my homeboys have been like, "Yo, you need to go holler at her. You need to go holler at her," and I'm like, I'm not attracted to her. No, you know,
And it's that simple.
yeah.
I would
Because
say for women, we do not care what our friends say. I mean, we act like we do, but we really don't. We will bring that ugly nigga everywhere, and we'll try to make you think it's not
Yo,
ugly.
you know what's so crazy? Because your friends will tell you several times, yo, leave that nigga alone, leave that nigga alone. And you be there fuck with that nigga a whole 5, 6 years.
yep, yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You do not be caring at
That's a
all.
fact. That's a fact. Motherfuckers be like that too. But you know what? That goes both ways for both men and women. You know, because there'll be women.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
I've
true.
I've had a woman or two that my homeboys be like, "Yo, you need to just stop fucking with her," and then they be like, "But I know you gonna keep fucking with her." You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tell my,
Mm-hmm.
and then I say, I ain't fucking with her no more. You know, niggas say, yeah, right. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
Some niggas like that toxic love. You know, they think it's sexy.
Listen, you know when you really should not be fucking with them is when you still fucking with them. I know you still fucking with them,
but you
and
don't want to
then
tell nobody you fucking
it's
with them.
not even brought up. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You like,
And she been there before. I've been there
yeah.
before. B's been there before. We all been there before. You know what?
You don't even understand how there was
Like,
like a
nah,
couple times where I
I
had
ain't
like a
fucking with
silent
them no more.
heartbreak. I had to cry to myself in my room because I couldn't tell nobody why I was crying. Because they'd be like, "Why you crying?" And then I had to tell them that I went back to that nigga when I said I wasn't going to.
Uh huh. Uh
So I said, "Take that shit."
huh.
Yo, you know that he called me one night. He called me one night. He said he was feeling a certain type of way. He just got me, girl. He just got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always be some shit like that. It always be some shit like that.
Uh-huh.
You know.
For me, it was when
Be
this
like,
nigga said, "I went
I
to
don't know
therapy," and I
what
was
you
like,
doing.
"Word."
Like I got back with a girl one time just because
Oh, maybe he changed.
I tried to I tried to be polite. You know, I tried to be nice. You know, I tried to like
You polite fucking?
I tried to give condolences on like a family member that passed away. And then that just kind of like started shit on. That just kind of reset. Oh, here goes the reset switch. Click, click. You know? And the shit got crazy real fast. And that shit ended really fast again. You know?
Yeah,
It's because
and then the
guys,
restart switch went through in tragedy. Shit, you bugging. Somebody died and then the restart switch got hit. Nah, you bugging, bro. Mm-mm. That's all. That's like my condolences. I'm sorry it happened. Bye. Like what I'm saying. That's it. You can't go into conversation and all that because you'll be caught up in some fucking bullshit before you know it. For
that's
I
that.
will
real.
say, I
That's how
think
stupid
guys
shit
like,
like that happens.
I think guys love a good toxic girl, like a toxic crazy girl. Guys secretly love that
Toxic,
shit.
crazy women don't be thinking they toxic
I
and
do
crazy.
not.
I know.
I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. But a lot of times, it takes time before you realize they're toxic.
Yo, listen. I hate to
But
ask you
then there's
like this,
always
but
red
I gotta
flags.
be
There's
real.
always red flags. There's always
So
red flags.
so so listen. So when the toxic shit goes on, right? Does
Uh-huh.
it turn you on? That's what you gotta ask yourself.
No, it doesn't. It never. It
Like,
never. No, it
do you get
pisses me off. It
aroused?
pisses me
No,
off.
the time like that, yeah, because it's because
No,
there's motherfuckers that it gets toxic and they get aroused. Like,
no,
whoa,
it doesn't. It
yeah,
pisses
oh
me
my
off.
god.
You know what? You know what gets me aroused? Playing
Okay.
with my dick, not arguing and fighting and toxic shit. That don't get me aroused. You know that pisses me off. Makes me want to kick you out my house.
But then you kick her out of your house, and the next thing
So
you know,
at the
she
same
knocking on the
time,
door
right?
like, "You really
She
gonna kick
y'all
me out?"
arguing.
What's that?
Yo, listen. So y'all arguing, but at the same time, let me ask you this. So y'all arguing, this little toxic, but she's massaging at the same time. So let me ask you, where did that go?
I've never had anything toxic going on while something was being massaged. If some
Okay.
toxic shit is happening, don't fucking touch me.
Well, I've been in different situations, brother.
Don't fucking touch me if you're being toxic.
I've been in
Because
different,
the moment I detect you're
been in
being
different
toxic, it
battlegrounds.
pisses me off. Uh, that's
So
just me.
yeah, I've had the toxic.
And I, th-
I've
and I
had the toxic. What you call it?
and I think
Psychology.
it's because I've been through too many toxic situations. You know,
Okay.
You're scarred.
maybe the first time some shit was toxic, I was like,
Mm,
oh, that's kind of hot. Maybe it could be like the movies. We can make
Yeah.
up. The second time, I was like, bitch, you fucking crazy. You know, get out of here with that shit. Because a lot of times when the shit gets toxic, for me personally, when
mm-hmm.
shit gets real toxic,
It gets violent.
shit gets violent. Police might need to get involved, and it don't be me. And it don't be me.
Police.
I know how to keep my hands to myself. You know, when shit get toxic, motherfuckers be, in my experience, motherfuckers be getting hands. I've met numerous women.
That's so crazy because there are also
Yeah.
men who definitely go back to the women. Like I knew this one guy, he was also colorist, which was crazy because he was trying to convince me that Hispanic women were better than black women. And I said, "Word, what kind of Hispanic women?" And he was like, just like Hispanic women, like Latinas, blah, blah, blah. So I started sending him pictures of Hispanic women. And the pictures I was sending him was gradually getting darker and darker until it got to the point where it was just an unambiguous black woman who happened to be Dominican. And he was like, "Nah, she too dark." And that's what he said. He tried to convince me that Hispanic women, that light-skinned Hispanic women, are just so much more beautiful, right? And then he told me that his ex stabbed him in the chest, called the police, told them that it was in self-defense to get him arrested, and he still went back to her. And when he finally sent me a picture of this girl,
She was dark.
I should have slapped him across his face.
She just fried chicken all day.
She just looked like
She just fried chicken.
she just, I don't know, man. Yeah, she like she worked at Sonic or something. I don't know. I just didn't feel like
She looked like
I
she
just
worked
didn't feel
at
like it was
Sonic.
worth.
Oh shit.
Like she had a career, Sonic.
Nah. You
She
know what
just
that gets?
did
You know
not
what that gets?
seem-
That gets.
Keith Hadding told me that joke.
What's it good?
Keith Henning told me that one.
That's from the movie Strictly Business.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was just
No, that's
not.
not strictly business.
not
That's
it.
Boomerang. No, not Boomerang.
Yeah, Strictly Business. No, more money.
More money.
Yeah,
More money.
I think that man was just addicted to how toxic she was
Yes.
because nothing else that he described about her seemed worthwhile. Like the whole time he's talking about her, I'm thinking she must be beautiful. She's got to be drop dead gorgeous. No.
Mm-hmm. She looked like she fell out the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down.
She didn't hit every branch. She just hit like two.
Oh, she
She
hit like two?
wasn't like bad. It was just like, I mean, she just,
She fit 5 out of 10 branches on the way down.
yeah. It was
and
like
landed in some bad shoes.
everything about her was just overly plain. Like there was no real defining characteristic about her face that really like stuck out in a positive way. It just seemed like it all just kind of blended together. I don't know.
That
I
just
don't know.
reminded me of this little video I saw online, which I thought was the most hilarious shit ever. This dude and this girl, like they were both young, and they was trying to roast each other, and like he just said the ultimate roast, in my opinion. He was like, "Yo, he's like, yo, your face is mad smooth. You have no features. You look easy to draw." I said, "Yo, this nigga said you look easy to draw. What?" Yo.
Yo, that
I
is
would be.
that is the dirtiest. That is the dirtiest, yo.
Oh shit, that shit was funny as fuck, y'all.
Look
I said,
easy
"Oh
to
shit.
draw.
Yeah." And I said, "You know what? She does look easy to draw." That shit was funny as fuck, yo. Oh man.
Damn.
Oh man. All right, but you know what? It's getting late. We got one last topic. Let's move on and get through this one real quick. We probably won't spend too much time on this. But I heard about this today, and I decided to title this Tiffany's Hobo Sexuals. Any of y'all
What is this about?
Any of y'all know what a hobosexual is?
I know what a hobosexual is. That's what I call these niggas.
No, I
But
do not.
I did not know she was making a show for it until you mentioned it today.
Okay, so I just Googled the definition for hobosexual because I've used that term in the past before, not for myself, but for other people. And the definition is exactly the way I use this word. What is a hobosexual?
A homeless nigga that.
A hobosexual is a person who has sex
sex
with strangers to prevent homelessness. They're also called romantic hobos, love train riders, and hobosexuals.
Mm-hmm.
But why I bring this up and why I call it Tiffany's hobosexuals, because there was a story today that said Tiffany Haddish has a dating show in the works where women date homeless men. Yeah.
So exploitive.
She said she was homeless at one point. She was living out of her car. She had people that was in her life that helped her out and helped to get to where she's at today.
I feel like the show would be fine if part of the show was her helping these men get back on their feet. Like not just their dating, but like, hey, we set up some job interviews for you. Do you want to go to your job interviews? Hey, we bought you a new suit to help you get yourself together. Here's some resource guides. But if that's not going to be part of the show, it's exploitive.
But what if that's what some of the women that are dating these men are doing? What if they're
Okay,
like,
the women, fine if the women do it, but it's the fact that they're setting them up in a situation where they could be exposed to like bad treatment. They could be set up to fail. Because if the relationship doesn't work out, guess what? They're back to being homeless, and now you've made your money off these people.
I'm used to being out there.
Now you've made your money off these people, and they're back to square one, and that's why it would be considered exploitive if they don't do anything to actually like help them.
Okay, like if whether this relationship works out or not, we're gonna get you a crib type of shit.
Yeah, like we're gonna make sure you got something going on.
Right. So it would be kind of fucked up if they just filming these motherfuckers dating, and then she goes home and this nigga just goes to wherever he sleeps.
In the street. She's like, wow, he always makes me coffee in the morning because he has nothing else to do.
Well, I actually saw the story on Instagram, on I think like the Shade Room or some shit like that, and I looked in the comments, and people was like, "This bitch is crazy. Who the fuck is dating a homeless man?" Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, hold up. Homeless doesn't mean bum. And a lot of you bitches are dating homeless niggas now. You don't even know it. You know?
Yeah.
They stay at your house every night. Why?
Yeah, no spot.
because they homeless. A lot of these niggas. Women too, though. Women too. I saw some women in there talking about, yo, there's a lot of bitches out here in Cali with a lot of niggas in their phone called couch and dinner. You know? But could this be?
God forbid, nigga. All she needs is a nigga to give her a room to take a shower. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Could this be
But
a good thing potentially?
Could you imagine how fucked that would be though? Like, let's say you on the woman, you dating a homeless nigga, and you like, all right, homeless nigga, we gonna be together. And y'all, sorry.
All right, homeless nigga.
You gonna be together.
Like y'all go together now, and you cleaning him up, you buy him some new clothes, you done gave him a toothbrush, so now his teeth all white, got him a teeth whitening kit, a haircut. This nigga starting to feel himself. I wish that nigga would step out on me.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
embarrassed you on this TV show.
So you saying?
Could you imagine?
So Trisha's pretty much saying, homeless niggas cheat too.
Yo,
I just know it
This shit
happens.
sound like an episode
feel
of,
it in my gut.
of Love After Lockup.
Yeah,
This
like
shit sound like an episode. Like it's gonna be a couple of episodes
Well,
of Love After
what's the
Lockup.
difference? What's the difference though? Love after lockup or homosexuals? Ain't they the same thing sometimes? Almost,
It's
maybe.
the same shit. I feel like it is.
well, Love After Lockup is a little different because the people saw each other out before the show. Whereas the show, Homosexual, is like setting the people up together.
It is called a dating show, so it might be a setup.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a dating show where we put out a post that said, "Hey, are you dating a homeless nigga? We got a show for you."
That's crazy because I would never admit that out loud.
That's what I was thinking too. What women are really gonna be out here like, yeah, I'm dating this homeless nigga?
Like, yeah, I'm dating homeless nigga.
This nigga was dirty before he met me.
Nigga, he gonna be Tyler Perry. He gonna be Tyler Perry. Watch.
I would not, because there's a couple reasons why I would say it. Number one, it makes me look bad. Like, damn, bitch, you couldn't find nobody. But number two, it's also like, now I'm setting him up to get ridiculed. Because what if nobody else knew that he was homeless and then I signed us up for this show?
Right.
But then you know what's so crazy? What if the nigga's homeless? Like he got a job and all that, but he just ain't got no place to live.
There's a lot of homeless people.
Right. There's a lot of homeless people like that. And that's why when I posted earlier on the Instagram shit, I was like, yo, homeless don't mean bum. There's a lot of people that's homeless that are still clean and are presentable, and they don't seem like they're homeless. They just literally don't have an actual home.
Do we consider guys that move back home with their parents homeless?
If they don't pay rent.
I would say no. I would
They
say
don't
no.
contribute to the household.
Even if they don't contribute, I would say no. Not if their parents say, hey, come here and get back on your feet or some shit.
Listen.
I mean, what's the difference between that and surfing
my
at a
dad
farm?
told me,
What's
hear me
that?
out. My dad told me, as long as you live with your parents, you homeless, nigga.
Nah, I wouldn't.
If you over 21 and you live with your parents,
I wouldn't
you
say that.
homeless.
I wouldn't say that because I tell you what, I would have loved to be able to stay home with my parents till I was about 25, 28, saving money and actually preparing for life. Yeah. I just looked.
Yeah,
on
I mean, my pops was saying it as a joke though.
Right. I just looked on I had to get a duplicate social security card, right? So I had to log into this website and shit like that to try to apply for it. But I was actually able to see my work history. And I'm like, God damn, I've been working since 95, nigga.
I was 1 year old in 95.
I've been working since 95.
My whole life you've been working. All my life you had to fight.
Right?
Yeah, I can't.
Like I've been working
All
for
my life,
mad
you have to
long, yo.
think,
Looking at that shit now, I've been working for mad long, yo. I forget what the hell my point was on that shit too, though. Now, no, but there's some people that's worked forever, but they're fucking homeless, yo. Shit happens,
yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
it's sad because it's like
But
you
then,
already doing all the things you're supposed to be able to do to get yourself back together, but it's so hard to like once you move out of that stable environment, it's hard to get back into it.
hmm like so,
It's so expensive.
so take me for instance, right? I was let go of my job in January. I haven't had a job since January. I pretty much just been living off my savings and shit like that. Not everybody has that luxury. A lot of people live check to check. A lot of people don't have the luxury of actually saving money. So there's a lot of people that could have been in my position, lost their job, and then after a month, unable to pay bills, unable to pay their rent, get evicted after 2 months. You know? Move back in with their parents maybe. If they have that support to do that. Some people don't have that. They gotta live in their cars. You know, but those
Yeah.
people are technically homeless. Even though they might be able to get a new job, but they still might just be fucked up. You know, but then
Sad.
there's also people that say, hey, if you that fucked up, your ass don't need to be dating.
Yes and no. I don't think you I feel like your focus should not be on dating, but if you want to do a little cute date here and there because the opportunity presented itself, I think that should be fine. But should you be having unprotected sex? No.
Nah.
You should not be having
Hey,
unprotected sex.
I tell you what, if I'm homeless and I'm living out my car and I'm dating, our dates are gonna be like sandwiches as we look at the stars on the hood of my car. You know, because I need a fucking crib, yo. I ain't trying to fucking spend no money to date your ass when I ain't got no fucking crib. Fuck that. You know? Like right
True.
now, I don't want to spend no money. Imagine if I ain't had no crib, shit. I don't know. But if this show comes on Netflix, chances are I will watch it because I'm probably gonna sit on the couch tonight and watch Down with Love. Oh, you brought me a flower. I brought you a flower too. That's the advertisement for it. That's the advertisement for it. I probably shouldn't try to. Probably shouldn't have said it in that voice, huh? I probably should have said it in that tone.
I'm just gonna,
Oh, shit, we
and I'm just gonna say
going down.
ATLU, I am not with this.
He's going down. Going down.
You know what? I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna search for the trailer now.
Yeah,
Man.
To me, it's really important to find love because that's what makes you human.
I'm looking for love of a girl who is brilliant, intelligent, beauty both inside and outside.
My perfect man could be funny, generous, and kind.
He's very young, slim, and blonde.
Are you romantic, Libby?
People say that I'm a hopeless romantic, so I guess so.
Yeah, I'm down for love. Yes, I am.
We all want love, companionship, and affection. To love and be loved.
Will you be my boyfriend?
But finding that special person
You see that?
isn't always easy.
Women are gonna have women be like, bitch, you crazy? You don't ask no nigga to be your boyfriend. Why not? You know? But
Tip of the day, treat you
not-
deal as a princess.
this is a beautiful
This
thing.
series
I'm just
follows
looking for
New
the part.
Zealanders living with Down syndrome as
I'm
they go
looking for
on a
the part
series
that I
of
saw.
dates.
I have
I want the,
This is a foreign
Yes,
shit,
come
too,
on.
right?
just so I don't sound like an
Exploring
asshole.
the ups and downs.
Damn it.
You sound like an asshole now.
Yeah, I do sound like an asshole, right? Just because I sound like an asshole.
I feel like them being British surprised me just a little bit. I did not expect a British accent.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. I pulled up YouTube. That's because I spelt it wrong on the thing.
Oh my god.
Who's down with me now?
Hi.
It's so good to meet you. My name is Libby.
I'm Amy. It's nice to meet you.
It's so good to meet you too. Your outfit is stunning, by the way.
Thank you. I've got a flower for you.
Oh my god, that's so sweet of you. I got you a flower for you as well.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, it's so
You see?
Okay, I see.
And I think I had a really good impersonation
Yo,
too. I think I had a really good impersonation.
Time out. Those were two.
Find everything you're looking for today?
Yes. Two gay. It looked like gay. It maybe not. You know, they might just been friendly with each other. You never know. But it seemed they implied that it was two gay women with Down syndrome that brought each other flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Brought each other flowers.
Well, you know,
I just really
you know, with that, with that, I'm gonna bow out for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's all we got for the night anyway, bro. That's we went a lot longer than I tried to schedule this for an hour, and here we are, fucking 2 hours into this shit, over 2 hours into this shit.
3 hours.
You know,
We on 3 hours?
That's the way to end the show.
All right, let's get up out of here. We're gonna get up out of here, y'all. We will be back on Friday. Maybe not like 3 hours, but this was kind of long, huh? Pause. All right, let's get up out of here, though.
Hey, no pause.
Yeah, oh, she said no pause. No pause for her, pause for me. All right, that's how we're going to do it. Let's get up out of here. That's all we got for tonight, y'all. We will be back on Friday. Yeah, so we're just going to shut this bitch down. You know what I'm saying? May the rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker-free and keep a smile on your face. Because you could be down for love too, baby.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. Khari's crib. Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. Khari's crib.